In Season 2, Chapter 14, Later Crater, Graven cleared the platform of the ruins lift to make space for himself and Orba, who was still firing off beams of frost to keep the advancing kobold swarms at bay. After making room, we boarded as quickly as possible, but the speed of our ascent left much to be desired, and we could tell that we'd be forced to dodge projectiles until the fog took us out of sight. For a time, our fate was in the hands of Erland and Safira, who were holding their ground topside against additional scouts who were bringing more than just standard spears and slings to the fold. Using her significant range advantage and a concealed position, Safira dropped a half-dozen kobolds who were foolish enough to poke their heads out, and things were feeling manageable until reinforcements arrived in the form of a giant boar. A volley of direct hits neutralized the charging threat, but the attention it garnered allowed a few kobold tinkerers to creep closer to the point where they could start hurling their harmful concoctions on the hillside. After lighting Safira ablaze with alchemist's fire, our enemies revealed their most dangerous weapon yet, an oversized black powder bomb heading straight for the lift that had not yet reached the surface with our companions in tow. Bringing down the bomb carrier became priority number 1, and Erland emerged from his hiding spot to ensure that it never got close enough to destroy the machinery. But as the fuse was already lit, there was no avoiding the blast that followed, and with ringing ears, Erland was knocked unconscious while exposed in the open battlefield. With Safira guarding Erland's body, Orba and Graven arrived at the top just in time to whisper a rejuvenating, healing word that allowed us to regroup and fend off the last remaining creatures. And with barely so much as a glance back, we left the ruins behind us, hopefully for good. Retracing our steps through the Ebwoods, we were met with little resistance, which gave us a chance to catch up on the absences of both Erland and Graven, though Erland was dismayed by what he thought were disappointing leads provided by his fellow Atonement's End disciple. It was surely not the end of the discussion, but our bruised and battered party needed rest more than anything else. And since we didn't want to take a prolonged break before making our rendezvous at the base of the Roper Mountains, we summoned the strength to push through until the evening. A new wrinkle presented itself, however, when the ghostly child that Safira assisted on our way into the Ebwoods returned and beckoned the wolf from her animus bow. Leading us astray from our intended course, we arrived at a house that had served as a shelter during the fall of Manasami, and the spiritual energy here was strong enough that it seemed like a suitable place to follow the instructions that we'd received from Sarn Darrow. With great hesitation, given our depleted state, Safira recited the prayer and followed some kobold markings to an area with warnings of a big enemy ahead, where we found a cave belonging to a mighty, six-limbed Girallon. The plan was to, at first, let Safira face the beast alone, and then after she was successfully recalled, assist her in bringing it down so she could solidify her new ability within the Wild Ordnance weapon. As it turned out, the Girallon had no quarrel with this approach, for after locking eyes with the half-elf trespassing in its territory, it rampaged forward, beating its chest, and we wondered. Does the party have enough left in the tank to stall until our ranger can land the final blow? Is Praxis going to raise an eyebrow at our dearth of supplies and abundance of injuries? And will rotting flesh Safira haunt Erland's dreams for the foreseeable future? We find out now,
not future,
on Season 2, Chapter 15 of A Peek Beneath the Veil.
Oh, I remember.
Oh.
I remember.
Oh my god.
Nasty.
At first, there are just sights and sounds. The oversized shadow bearing down on you. The rustling of the branches that it grabs to propel itself forward, and the rhythmic thumping of the almost galloping like two horses running in sync. But then comes the sensations. The ground trembling beneath your feet. The approaching musk of matted fur and the hairs on your own neck standing up in anticipation of the looming danger. The Elatrian sword that Safira grips with two hands has surely seen violence, and it's about to see a little more. Your companions have concealed themselves as instructed, but even though you know they're there to back you up, the reality of staring down this creature alone in the moment is frightening. Your resolve is bolstered, however, by the fact that more and more of the development of the Wild Ordnance has started to serve not just as a useful weapon, but as an artifact of purpose. The prospect of possessing something with such history, imbuing it with enough power to shift the balance in key moments, that is what keeps you standing here. And it's those thoughts that you cling to as you pray that this is not the day, that you've pushed yourself too far. So the creature, and I need everybody to roll initiative.
Shut up. Everybody be calm. There it is. There it is.
Okay.
We're good over here, guys.
Okay.
That's fine, that's
Okay.
fine, that's fine.
Okay.
Oh no! This doesn't matter for me.
Well, it doesn't matter. You don't go. No one go near it.
Where's my pen?
Mommy.
Pen and pencil?
No, I have.
What? What does it look
It's
like?
doing good.
It's no time.
No time.
It doesn't matter. All right,
It does.
it's fine.
Wow, that was an initiative roll.
Okay, 20 to 25. 15 to 19.
18.
15.
Nice.
15.
Huge.
Oh
What's
shit!
What's your dex, you bitch?
Oh shit!
Wait.
Show me your dex, motherfucker.
I'm 3.
What is yours?
3.
Ooh. Give me another just D20 roll.
No.
13.
Wait, with a modifier?
Straight D20.
12!
Oh.
The Girallon will go before.
Okay.
Wait, but what did you get?
18.
Safira's
I'm still
over.
going
You're-
first.
that's what
I'm
matters.
still going first.
Good.
I'm gonna
Still going
hide
first.
just after he pummels her.
Thank you.
What'd you get, Steven?
11.
That is the flip and
Orba's
stick.
coming in hot with a 4.
4? It's fine.
Yeah, you have a yeah.
Yeah, we have a problem.
It's fine.
I'm just last.
Make her do it again.
Yours was
alright.
the important one.
I
No.
know.
actually true.
I know.
Order of events for chat. We got Safira, the Girallon, Erland, Graven, Orba.
Okay, so with the Girallon bearing down on you, you sort of get your wits about you very quickly. It's coming fast, but you're gripping the sword and you knew it was coming, so you're the first one to get to act.
Can I,
So-
as I'm attacking him, can I make a like? Just I want as much of his attention on me, especially while they're trying to hide.
Yes, you definitely may. So are you
Okay.
going to move forward here?
Yes, I'm gonna
Okay,
move forward to charge.
charges forward 30 feet there to get up to the. And with a two-handed swing, go ahead and make an attack.
Get him!
for
Get him! Get him!
My to hit is less than it usually. Ooh, that is a 19 to hit.
We'll hit. Roll it.
A little bit.
I almost
Okay,
just burped
And when
while I
it's when it's two-handed, it's 1d10 plus my strength modifier.
Oh, shit.
Yes. Where's the d10?
It's the double
D10,
pyramid.
right?
Yeah, so the creature, as it's pulling one limb, it's using its kind of lower limbs to grab the trunks around it to propel itself forward, and it raises a fist up, but just in that moment, a big swing from Safira that just cuts up at its chest up towards its chin.
Anything is good.
Yeah.
That's true.
And it's just plus my strength, right?
For
Yeah, it's,
yes.
it's plus
Yep.
strength, so it's that's just a 2.
2 damage.
Almost there!
Oh.
Almost there!
Alright.
Almost there!
Hey,
So she's
D10
on
roll.
target, but the spot is not one of its kind of easy fleshy bits, and
No.
you end up just making kind of a quick gash. You can see a little bit of blood running down, but it's not a deep cut, and immediately the creature.
Or just the bow.
No, I just get that with the bow.
For what?
Two
We have
attacks.
two attacks
Ye-
with the bow?
No, you can multi-attack.
Oh, I can? Okay, then I would like to
The
attack
multi-attack
again.
feature is.
I thought I.
Huzzah!
That's I didn't realize
It's
that was
not
a cross.
bow
I haven't
specific,
used
yeah.
this weapon yet.
Yeah. This is the Elatrian.
That's not gonna hit. That is a 9 to hit.
That misses.
Yeah.
So this time, as you come in for, it's a heavy weapon, and you're not used to kind of swinging it as hard. And you come back for the next strike, and immediately sort of slides back on its feet, and then starts to charge forward.
Okay.
All right, I believe we have the Girallon. He's right up next to you there.
Now we got him.
We're gonna learn some
Alright.
things here about ourselves
Let
and
me bring up the Girallon.
the local
stat sheet.
wildlife.
Oh. Get out of here.
Okay. This is a multi-attack, so this is going to be 1 bite attack and
Okay.
4 claw attacks. The bite attack,
Okay.
17 to hit,
That is.
and then 4 claw attacks here, 11 to hit,
Misses.
15 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, 2 more claw attacks. 11 to hit again.
That misses.
And 14 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so 2 claw attacks and 1 bite attack.
So 5 attacks in total?
Yes,
Yeah.
that was right.
And that was just
So-
one action, right?
That was just.
It's a multi.
It's a
Right,
multi.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as it
Those
comes
are-
in,
that's his
immediately a couple of wild
That's bad.
flailing
Yeah, no
strikes.
shit.
It's two.
Matt, you're just an amazing guy.
7 piercing damage first.
I'm done.
You're done. Okay.
I'm
And
done.
even before the creature gets in, sort of, it goes in for a bite, tears at Safira's shoulder, and its limbs are kind of up in a punching motion. And immediately, Safira's already sort of losing consciousness, the sort of life fading from her eyes. And the blow that strikes you, it sort of softens your vision, sends your eyes kind of fluttering back. You can hear Safira start to, like, in the tall grass behind her, kind of a light little sound of the grass bending behind her. But instead of this sensation of, like, collapsing to the ground, there's this sort of overpowering slingshot feeling.
Okay.
Almost like you're riding a horse and like a branch like
Good. This is good.
clothesline.
Okay, that's not as good.
And for a moment you feel almost suspended in air, and then you're like ripped backward, and everyone who's sort of peeking out from behind the trees watching, you watch as like almost like a spirit was ripped from her body, like, and Safira just vanishes. The body is gone. Safira is gone. Instantly, in a moment, she's about to hit the ground, and then like gets like rip-corded back.
Which direction does she fling back?
She moves
Hopefully towards
so
my bow.
quickly you don't even know.
Yeah,
like
hopefully towards
almost like vertically up in the air, not directly vertically,
Okay.
but like sprung
I just
up.
fall down
Beaming
and die
up.
again.
Glitch off the map.
Ooh.
Okay. And then after she kind of disappears from
hit
that
X once
slingshot
or
motion, there's
twice.
almost like a little swirl of blue mist that just kind of settles on the ground, and the creature kind of
Okay, so he would
like
have done that.
pounds
That's good
into
to
the
know.
ground a little bit, just sort of shocked at the lack of anything sort of still there. And he starts to look around. So, the first thing that happens is Safira.
Hi,
going to
please
delete you
stay
there.
far away from
Delete
him. Stay far away
They
from
say
him.
if you look in the night sky, you can still
I
see Safira flying.
I just get yeeted off the map.
Oh, there she is.
I'm also going to. Oh, I should have done that earlier. That's okay. Okay, so
Well, I'm gonna
back
start
here,
running.
where the
I gotta get
Girallon
back.
is.
Shit, okay.
Okay, so it no longer can. It can't use the rest of its multi attacks. Well, actually, it can if it detects people. No, I rolled them already, so it can't use those.
Yeah. Shut up.
However, I need.
No.
Who is closest here?
Behind a tree.
Graven
I
is?
think it's me.
Uh-oh.
I need Graven with advantage because you guys purposely hide. I need you to give me a stealth check. So the creature is like, now that it saw Safira disappear, is searching for where she might have gone. It's just kind of peering into the trees. With advantage, a stealth check for me. 18. So immediately, Graven's eyes kind of go wide as he watches Safira just disappear, and as soon as the creature starts to lift his head up, and all you hear is like some heavy footsteps. Okay.
Can I, if I'm looking backwards away from it, can I see them?
You can see Erland. Orba's kind of behind this tree, so you can't really see her. But you and Erland are within eye shot of each other.
Okay.
We didn't talk
What do we do?
What do you mean, what do we do?
I know.
We did talk about
We
this.
did talk about this.
I know.
Okay, that's going to be the Girallon's turn. So Erland is up.
How far away from the Girallon am I presently?
That's fine. You are 75 feet away.
Okay.
Do we want to converge as soon as possible?
Okay, cool. So I think. Hope I don't regret this.
So if I do that, I'll be...
We can't hold movements.
Okay, cool. I am going to, seeing the Girallon sniffing around, I'm going to step out from behind the tree and make a point of going, Safira! Safira!
And the first Safira...
And then seeing the Girallon, I'm going to yell, to the bow!
And I'm going to sprint, and you can hear immediately behind you.
And I'm going to move my max distance plus a dash action 80 feet
Jesus.
away
Okay.
Freaking gone.
towards the bow, and I would like to end next to a tree if possible.
Okay. This is 25 feet, gets you to the edge of this...
Oh, there's a ledge there.
there
This
is
might
a
change
little
what I
ledge
do.
there.
You, want
You can
street
climb it,
stride?
but... It's not
Is
terribly...
Is it difficult terrain or?
It's not difficult terrain. You'd have to climb it. It doesn't look difficult, however, you are still exhausted. So low DC, but with disadvantage.
I am. How many feet was that just there?
25 feet.
That was 25 feet. So I can still. Okay, that's fine. I will try and climb it.
Okay, give me an athletics check with advantage.
Athletics.
Yeah, wait, so straight.
Athletics.
Yes. Sorry, no, with disadvantage. That's what I meant. Yeah, it should be with this.
Oh god.
Okay, fuck. 4.
4. Okay, so immediately you take one kind of bounding step and you grab on, and just these rocks aren't like hard. It's like a little bit of soil, and it just disintegrates in your hands.
Okay.
That's gonna take up
cannot
20
make
feet of
it
movement there.
So it's 25
Go
feet.
down.
So I've also
45 feet.
45 now.
So you have
So-
35 feet left.
35 feet left.
Yep.
How far away from am I right now?
100? 95?
About 90
You
feet.
need to
Yeah.
get farther away.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to use. I have. Sorry, how many feet
You
left?
have 35 feet left.
35 feet left. Okay, I am going to go back towards. Yeah. What's the closest tree to me right now?
This one doesn't really have a lot of leaves. There's ones like this is like 15 feet. This one's 20
The
feet.
leaves don't
Great.
matter.
I'm just the closest tree to me. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna run to,
Okay.
yelling, "Safira, I'm coming!" So he still knows I'm there.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then,
just like-
so how many feet do I have left now?
That was another 15, so you have 20 left.
20 left. Okay, and I'm going to use Tree Stride to go to a tree 60 feet away towards Safira.
Okay. So Erland heads towards the tree, and you can see the Girallon sort of watching you very
God,
closely.
it's gonna be so
And as soon as Erland steps to the tree, slide in, passes into it. So do the sepsis first.
Great. So that gets me up to.
Oh, you're not over yet.
Is this also with disadvantage? No, it's a save.
No.
So I pass.
Great.
So I'm all good.
So you and what's the
More.
distance on?
60 feet to a tree that I can see. So a tall tree.
Got one that you can see over the ledge there.
Probably like maybe that one there. Yeah, that's 60 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'm gonna go to that one.
All right, Erland passes through, and immediately, as soon as he walks through, like your vision, like almost you just close your eyes and open them back up, and you're in a different spot there up on the ledge.
And I still have 20 feet left, so I'm gonna move 20 feet forwards towards that evergreen there as well. And as I'm doing it, I'm gonna yell with my hands in the air, so hopefully the Girallon can see me over that ridge.
Okay.
Safira, I'm coming!
Give me a performance
Girl,
with
thanks for an
advantage, so
idiot.
just a straight roll.
God, you're making such a scene in the...
10.
10. Okay. With the noise over the ridge, you can see it's a little confused. And it's more, it's not, it can't really see you. It didn't see you like teleport up there, but it can hear your voice, and it's kind of looking in that direction. So its attention is very much
Okay,
toward
great.
the ridge there.
Great.
Rigid age.
Okay. That
So
brings us
far,
up to Graven.
Good.
Graven.
I poo.
I
It is.
don't.
Right
There is
there.
a small pile of stone-like poo coming out of my shoe.
I use Stone's Endurance to keep myself from shitting.
I don't have a special hide like our friend Kiimi, but do I have like a?
You can use hide as an action.
Oh, okay, yes.
You, I would also, right now, you are hidden from it.
Okay.
But if it starts to run by on its way to Erland, it might,
Can
you
use
know.
hide.
Yeah.
So doing a hide action right now would not help.
No, you are.
I am
hidden right now. As
currently-
far as you can tell, it does not know that you're there.
Does it seem like if I were to lay prone, it would be even harder for it to see me?
There's grasses here. Yes, maybe a little bit. I mean, you're a big guy, so you wouldn't be like fully.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to look back towards where I see Orba and just give a, and I'm gonna like very quietly and slowly
You're gonna get prone to the ground.
prone.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a ballsy move, my friend.
Listen, the balls. All we have are balls.
Yep.
There's no
Balls and poo.
that.
Anything else?
Damn.
Any spells to prep or?
I can't.
I can't.
That only costs movement. That's not
Right.
I'm gonna
so
ship
you,
my-
Like dinging his dong, let him know where you're at.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Anything.
Yes.
Oh, anything I would do to it, it would. Any kind of attack I
It would
made on
totally notify.
it.
there are some attacks that they wouldn't, but yeah, not cantrips.
Ooh. It's a spell. I can't spend a spell yet. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's it.
Okay, Orba, you're up.
Great. So
So peeking through those two little trees there, you were able to kind of see Graven get lower to the ground.
Sweet Orba.
oh man, I don't know about going prone.
You watched Graven kind of look back and then get as low to the ground as he possibly could.
Okay, I have a question.
Yep.
I'm hiding.
Yes, you are hidden from
If-
it right now.
If I were to hold a hide action
Mm-hmm.
for when it comes closer and maybe goes around a tree, like can I hold an action to kind of mirror its movement on the other side of the tree?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna do that instead. I love you dearly.
I mean, similar thing. I mean, you going prone made you less visible. I mean, again, it's going to make a perception check against your hide action, basically. That's how it works.
Okay, yeah.
So it's a similar outcome of similar
Cool.
execution.
Yeah, it just makes me feel mentally
I'm
better.
very
Okay,
happy for you.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Yep,
Yeah.
and hold my breath.
Where's Safira?
Listen. I'm walking
Just getting
in
started,
the
dude.
air.
Keep it together.
I am
Okay.
already falling round one.
Let me
Fight.
quickly
Yeah.
add.
Walking in the air.
Oops, that's not the turn order. Okay, what is the order one more time?
It's Safira,
Me?
Girallon,
Girallon,
Erland, Graven, Orba. Erland.
Graven, Orba, Graven.
Safira.
I'm gonna add Safira, but I have to get. Let's go over to Safira. So this way I can bounce between people a little easier.
cool.
For those just joining, we're using the talespire
Yes,
VTT system. If you use command VTT in the chat, it'll tell you all about it. Actually, it's just that one sentence. I don't know why I elaborated on it.
There we go. Okay, so after that intense slingshot effect, it's again like almost a falling effect where your stomach drops. You kind of
Sick.
and you wake up and you look around and you're sort of within the sort of dim, shadowy confines of the house here that you last left your bow in.
Can I see my bow?
Your bow is on the ground at
Ah!
your feet, and in addition to that, kind of like, I'm not gonna put it on the thing, but kind of over here in the corner, the child is kind of like just playing with like sticks and rocks in the corner as if sort of carefree.
Okay, as soon as I see the bow, I want to grab it
Correct.
and like knock it, get
Got
ready.
it. You are at 1 hit point, by the way.
Okay, I thought that might be the case. And I'm going to start running in the direction of the Girallon.
Okay, so as you start running in that direction, the child, the sort of ghostly child, kind of looks up and sees you start to run, and she, go get it.
Thanks.
Aww.
I'm gonna
Okay,
lift my bow.
30-foot run speed.
Yes, I have 30
Okay.
feet of running speed, and I would like
See
to
him?
use my dash.
Okay, great. Let's.
I would like to see how far away I am from him.
Oops. Ages. It was like 30 to the edge here, and then like another.
Even if I could, I still think it's important that I get back as soon as I can. So I want to get him.
So this is there's like a small little pathway that you guys took to get back. So
Okay.
that's the kind of route you're aiming for.
Great. I want to run.
You
and
have
take
done
it-
60 already.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
already done my 60 feet of movement. Okay,
It's a long way.
that's what I thought. Okay, great. Then I guess I'm just gonna hang out.
All right, Safira is booking it as fast as she can, and we will swing back to the Girallon. All right, so the creature, hearing Erland's voice, sort of a little disoriented, one arm kind of scratching, the other one behind its neck, another arm on the ground. It's sort of walking, ambling in the direction that it last heard Erland. It's going to use 40 feet of movement.
40.
40 feet of movement. Now it's going to try and spot Erland here. And you're deliberately trying
I
to
am
see?
like-
I'm going to give it with advantage a perception check here.
Dancing around.
The lion.
Hello.
18 perception check. So as soon as it gets a little closer to the ridge, it sees like the waving of arms and hears a little bit of the sound, and it's going to begin to charge. Because it was able to see your arms physically and not just hear you.
He teleports to you.
Close. It's going to use its aggressive bonus action, which is to move up to its speed toward a creature it can see. So it's going to use 40 feet, and it's going to now use its
Not account
dash.
for this.
We did not.
Does it have to climb a thing though?
It does have to climb a thing.
We did not account for this.
It is going to get a little
might get
closer,
there.
10 feet closer.
Casting slow now.
It's gonna try and climb this.
Because it'll know exactly where you are.
Which it does. It takes a little bit, so it's gonna
At
take
least we'll be over
another,
the ridge.
we'll say 20 movement to get up there. That's 30, so it just has
We can
10
slide.
feet
Okay,
once it's
okay,
done.
okay. We're good. We're good.
Up to the ridge, and then 10 more. 10 more.
So he's not in melee range.
He is not within melee. So, the creature, as soon as it catches a whiff of Erland and sees his arms waving, again, you get that sense of like red in the eyes, like,
Sucks, we gotta wait.
and it starts to faster and faster, gets
We'll
to
get
the
right
ridge,
back to you.
vaults itself up, and starts pulling itself.
So it moved 40, 40, 40, basically?
Yep, it moved 40, 40. It was a
Holy
bonus action aggressive
God.
to move up to.
You're gonna be needing to use
I wonder
that
if he
tracer.
only uses that if you're like super far away though. Like what if you're
It's like if you can see me. It's if you can see me.
a hostile creature that it can see.
So
Oh,
if
okay.
he doesn't see me, but just hears me, he can't charge.
got it.
Okay,
120 feet,
that takes
6
us
seconds.
to Erland.
Although we did say 60 feet.
Seeing him
40 times 3 is the same thing.
Yeah, you're right.
Seeing him right on my tail. I'm right next to that tree there, yeah?
Get out of
Okay.
there.
Erland is going to just shit and roll right into that tree next to him. Tree stride again.
Get out of there.
All right.
Wait, does 10 save? DC 10 con save?
That would be a save.
Oh!
Hey! Things are step by step, step by step.
So I'm Graven's lying on the ground. He's like, in the tree. I take a second to go. And then I move 60 feet to a tree that I can see. So give me a tree 60 feet away.
Pretty thick forest. You're gonna have to teleport kind of.
Is that through the
along.
path?
This is the path, so it kind of winds this.
Oh yeah, what is the
Again, it's vague. It kind of goes here, snakes. Yeah, and it like zigzags, so it goes like this, like an S.
Can I like shoot through there to that tall evergreen, the big tall boy right there?
which tall boy?
Straight right
This
next
one?
to left of your. Oh, if that works.
I think that's too far. What is it? 60 feet?
60 feet.
That's pretty close.
Oh, the one right
tall
next to
evergreen.
evergreen to the left. That guy. Yeah, right up ahead. Right up ahead. Right, move forward to 60.
Evergreen.
You go 60
This-
feet. There you
Yeah,
go.
that one.
Give me a perception check because you're looking through with disadvantage because you're looking through the trees there.
Oh fuck yeah. 19.
You peek through the trees and you see a nice pointy tree
Perfect. And
peeking up
that's
over
when
the
I go
top.
into. So that's 60 feet.
Yep. Does that
that's
use up
good
some
goes.
movement?
It uses
10?
Some feet of movement.
10 feet of movement.
Okay, great.
Fuck that up last time.
Look at him.
He's on top of the tree. I need to get him down.
So I have.
I will remember this eventually. Oh, that's just up. Okay. Oh, I know it. Okay. Oh my god. No, we're good. We're good. He's in the trees.
So now I have. I'm going to use my 30 feet of movement, still remaining, to run. Where's that path at? Can I run along the path?
Yep,
now?
you're kind of on the path. Yep.
Great. I would like to go straight ahead, sort of pushing through the trees to cut room.
No, I can't get a hold of him. Shit.
Oh
How do I
no.
get?
He gone.
Can you get rid of the
Yeah.
trees?
Well,
If he can't see me, neither can
Oh, we may never find Erland.
hey.
Hey.
Erland's
Yes.
gone,
you.
sir.
Click on him.
Yeah, why am I not able to click on there?
Can you kill him and bring him back?
difficulties.
You can't even
Yeah,
select
why
him?
can't I select him at all? All right, we're just gonna add an Erland.
Dub Erland.
Back up. Or...
Back in.
Erland!
It's Erland. Okay, so what did you say? Oops.
That's what this campaign needed, more Erland.
Yeah.
I'm moving my 30 feet straight towards where I think Safira is, if I can remember. Like, if I can cut through some trees there.
30 feet.
And then I'm going to use my dash action to get another 40 feet.
This is so scary.
And I would like to be on the other side of some trees, if
Okay,
possible.
that's 30. Oh, why did he? Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh no, I know. So that was 30,
So-
and then another 10 here.
yeah.
Yeah, so you kind of snaked around. So you kind of dashed through the tree and then weaved back and forth along the path.
So when I came out of the tree, so like if this is all like happening, I jump into the tree, I see the thing, I come out, I want to make noise.
Okay.
After coming out of the tree.
Okay.
So like, Safira, I'm coming! And then I want to try and scamper forward my remaining 40
Quietly.
feet.
Got
A
it.
little quietly so I can hopefully get out of his vision.
Okay, give me. You're trying to after making the noise. You want to
After making the noise, I want to make my 40 feet, my 70 feet of movement after that pretty quiet.
Great. Give me a stealth check with disadvantage.
Nat 1.
Okay.
And a 3.
So you definitely successfully get its attention, but as you're moving through the trees, leaves, twigs, trying to move quickly, you dash through. So you're moving very fast. So you're definitely making noise as you're.
But I'm on the other side of some trees, so he
You
doesn't
are
have a
on the
line
other
of sight on me now.
Currently, he does not have a line of sight.
Love that.
and that's stuck in the trees. Erland. Yeah, that's fair.
So where am I now? Just in regards to him?
About 160 feet away.
Okay, cool.
165.
So as long as he doesn't see me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. That was very
And
good.
he has to use a dash action.
Graven, you are up. You heard the creature you heard some rocks kind of as it scampered up the side of that little cliff there, and now, and you can just kind of hear that in the distance, that heavy breathing, stomping.
How far away is it from me right now?
It is about 65 feet away from you.
And would I know if I were to cast an area effect? Would it know where that came from?
Which is the effect?
The spell is Fairy Fire.
Go ahead and read it for me.
Each object in a 20-foot cube within range. So the range is 60 feet, and then the cube is 20 feet.
Sure.
So I think I could reach him without moving. Is outlined in blue, green, or violet light. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast also is outlined in light if it fails a dexterity saving throw. And then effects after that, like... For
The creature can definitely sense that magic is being cast on it. I'm going to say that it would look around for the source.
Okay.
But it's not, it doesn't mean it would definitely see you. It's not an attack, so there isn't like
Right.
something coming from a direction. It's an AoE.
I'm going to use half my movement to stand up not slowly, very quietly.
Okay.
So that's
Quickly, but quietly.
that's 15 feet.
Yep.
1 minute. 1 minute is 10 rounds. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go another 15 feet, kind of trailing it quietly.
Okay. If you go more than 10, you're going to be out from behind these trees. Is that okay?
Yes, its focus is pretty
is.
well forward. Okay, then yes.
So you went, that was half your
So
movement, 10
it's
you've
15,
used, so you
yeah.
have 5 more, is that what
I
it
have
is?
5 more.
Okay, so you can get on kind of this little...
If I dash with another 30, could I get up right up against the rocks there?
Oh, so then be
Yes.
hidden there.
And then be... I mean, I don't have an action to hide, but I can, like, kind of obscure myself kind of right behind it.
Perhaps.
Not right behind it, like, more over on the... Yeah, can I go to the right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to go there?
Be ready to climb up the next round.
Okay, so as you move across that little open space, I need you to give me a stealth check.
Oh my god.
Come on, baby.
19.
Oh,
19. As you're moving in, you wait for a moment, and as it watches Erland disappear into the tree, you hear kind of a like it's frustrated. You can sense its kind of frustration, and in that moment, Graven kind of gets up against the thing, and now you can hear it like just up above your head there to the right. Okay?
And can I see Orba there?
You can see Orba there, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Can I hold the action to dash? Nothing I can do. I can't hold movement, but
Yes.
I think you can do one of them, right? Whether it's the movement or the dash.
no, you
like-
can't hold movement.
Really?
Yeah. I've tried.
I don't know if you can do that.
Okay.
I'm not doing well.
You're fine.
You're doing
What do you mean?
Brave
'Cause
face.
You're too close.
as well as you.
He moves so fast.
I know.
You moved about as what we thought.
I think we'll say yes.
Hold an action to dash.
Oh, so okay, this is how the ready. So you can ready an action you can ready an action, sorry, or choose to move up to your speed in response to the trick. So you can do
got it.
Yeah. So it's the same thing as holding a dash, basically. It's the
Okay.
same.
Orba's gonna hold the movement
Okay.
to get to where Graven is.
Okay.
That within 30 feet?
Yeah.
Looks like.
definitely, yeah. 30 feet.
If she hears the Girallon move further away toward Erland's
Okay.
sounds.
So if it moves in that direction at all, you're heading up to
Yeah, and hopefully, like, while it's moving, to kind of use the noise of his movement to kind of distract from hers.
Okay. Great.
Okay, that's me. So top of the lineup with Safira.
Alrighty.
Oh my god, I'm trying.
Walk over to Safira here.
I'm going to. I can't see it or hear it.
Not yet. Yeah, it's still pretty far away.
Can we do a zoom out and a
And
highlight?
I can't hear Erland or anything. Can I?
Yeah. So
hear
there's
me screaming?
Erland.
Probably.
Oh wait, is that fake Erland?
No.
No, that's real Erland. Yeah, there's.
Yeah, that's fake.
Why can't I get rid of fake Erland?
Can you delete that?
Get out of here. Yeah, maybe. Let me.
That truth's gonna be the difference between me living and dying.
There we go. Now we can.
Hey.
Die.
Huzzah.
Get out of here, Erland.
Oh god, trees.
Oh no.
If you could
What a build.
surround
Oh, Bill.
real Erland with
There we go.
There we go. Okay, so what did you want to
Hardly
see?
knew.
There's
I
Erland.
wanted to see everybody kind of.
Yeah, it's hard to catch everything.
Yeah.
It also only highlights. So there's Erland.
Oh.
There's
Here I
Safira.
am.
Getting there.
Okay, that's only like 1 or 2 rounds.
And the Girallon's over.
Okay.
Okay, I'm.
You can't do that again.
I'm-
That tree.
I'm gonna keep running.
Okie dokie.
That's great.
sepsis.
So you're heading towards with your dash there.
Yep.
Okay, so that basically gets you kind of to the edge of the.
Look at that
trail
alleyway. Look
you
at that
want.
alleyway.
I can't see him yet though, can I?
It's the Girallon. Oh, that's still very far
I'm
away.
right there,
Yeah, it's,
baby.
it's
I'm right
it's
there.
Way over there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All
where
right.
is Erland
All right.
From there?
Oh my god.
That's all I'm doing.
Far.
I'm pretty close. No, I'm pretty
You're
close.
just following the
to
path.
Not that this
There's
map-
Erland.
I'm like, I'm moving.
then if
Oh,
you-
so
to the straight
do I have a sense holding my bow now? And I might not. That if I were to fire it with Animus, I would be able to use this rebound again, or no?
No.
No. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay, cool.
Yes. So
Yeah, I thought
less
that might be the
about
case.
would you be able to use it now. You get the sense, given Sarn's instructions and the spiritual energy you're feeling, that you actually haven't solidified rebound
Yeah,
in the bow
yeah,
yet.
right,
You have to kill the
I have to
creature.
do
So
the
yes.
thing.
It has taken some damage because of
It
you.
has.
Yeah, 2 whole damage.
That's enough
We
to
are
get
not-
another die.
That was a D10.
Okay, Girallon is
Twice.
up.
Yeah.
Well,
It is going to, once again, after watching Erland disappear, frustrated, take a few steps forward, and move its kind of movement into the path here.
As that happens, Orba's gonna use her
Yep.
help movement.
Orba's going to react to that. You're technically no longer hidden. I mean, you can, you're right, you're the thing.
against the rock.
I mean, it's not looking.
I know, I know.
You just don't have the hidden stats.
That's
Okay, so you're at the base of the cliff there with Graven.
great.
high five.
So that's 40 feet of movement. It's going to use its dash here. It's going to have to go kind of around. There's 20 feet. There's another kind
Okay.
of 20 feet.
This is good.
Sticking to the path like a nerd.
This is great.
It's a big creature. It's tough for this creature to move through some of the thicker trees. You can
Oh,
tell,
is it
you
hard
can definitely
for
tell that
you?
this creature, if it wanted to, it could climb. But for the trunks are close enough together that it can't just like easily move
Can't
through
jump.
some of the forest.
Thank you.
Okay, after those two, it kind of gets into this area where it's kind of looking and listening. And you kind of lose the sense that of its like
no,
following
no,
sound,
no,
that it
no,
may
no,
kind
no,
of be you've gone so far out of its kind of visible vision or periphery that you no longer hear it kind of quickly following you. So it's going to stay there.
We clock that as well. That it isn't
Stop.
doing this.
Yes,
like,
it no more galloping, and not only that, you hear it kind of thump, 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 thump,
Okay. Okay.
like it stops and waits and
How
listens.
far away from me is he now? I guess my turn's coming.
Yes, Erland
How
is.
far away from me is he now?
It's still pretty far. 95 feet, straight through 95 feet.
Okay, great. So I'm going to, if I step out, I mean, I guess without even moving, I'm kind of around on that tree. I kind of want to like stick my head out and just be like, "You bastard!" and sort of like just wave at him. Try and
Okay,
get
it
his-
definitely can't see you there.
Okay, great. But I will yell. I will yell
There you go.
again.
Okay, and immediately you hear kind of a.
Safira, you better be at your fucking bow! And I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna move 40. If he's 90 feet away from me, I'm just gonna move 40 feet
which direction?
towards towards Safira.
Towards him.
Is that the alleyway right there?
That's the straightaway. That's the beginning of the straightaway.
Hit me with 40.
40.
Oh, do I see Safira?
And you see as Erland turns the bend here.
I'm
I'm
booking
gonna say,
it.
"Get ready to shoot!" And I'm gonna start
I'm
running.
ready.
I'm gonna use my dash gonna action 40 feet. I'm gonna shoot.
Once again, give me a performance check with advantage, but straight.
The Gruber.
17.
Okay.
Okay, come on.
Definitely I mean, the forest is pretty
Holy
quiet at this point.
shoot.
You realize as you're kind of shouting, you're confident
Oh, I
you've
know.
gotten its attention, but you, in that moment, kind of have the thought, like, I hope nothing else hears me while I'm shouting through the woods.
Or something else does, and maybe they'll fucking kill each other.
Oh, yeah,
perfect.
that's
yeah,
definitely
that'll
how
go
it
so
All right,
well.
Graven, that takes us to you.
All right. It has now seems like it's continued. I've heard.
It kind of stopped. You heard some distant shouting, and then, like, it hasn't started, like, booking it, but it definitely
Like,
reacted.
I can hear Erland.
Yes. Okay. You can't hear what he's saying, but it's
Right.
like,
All right. I'm gonna like, put out the hand and be like, all right, here we go, and like start climbing up.
okay, if you want to use all your movement to get up, you can do so without a check, or you can try and do it quickly with a check.
Would quickly also make more noise, or
Only if you biffed it.
only if I really gravened it up, is what you're saying?
Probably not.
I'm gonna try to be quick.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Can I help him?
I mean, the check is big.
I know.
Oh.
14.
Okay, 14, great.
It looked like
So,
a 6.
we'll say that took, like the other ones, 20 feet of movement, so you still have 10 feet of movement left,
Okay.
plus your anything else. So Graven pulls himself up.
I'm gonna follow it.
Okay.
Yep. And
Another
dash.
10 feet of movement, and then dash after that.
Here we go.
Yep.
Go.
Another 30.
Graven gets kind of the edge of the woods there. All right, Orba.
Okay, Orba, watching how Graven got up those rocks, is gonna go, no. And she's gonna take her time.
Take your time,
climbing
great. You
up
take
it.
like this kind of slower route that moves you up these rocks. It takes all your movement, but you get to the top of the ridge
I have
here.
a -1, it's not gonna happen. Cool, and then I'm gonna use my dash action and just, stay behind Graven.
Okay.
You sure?
Yep.
I'm gonna move 60.
We knew this! We all knew this!
Did?
What I said in the diagram.
We never figured out.
All right, that takes us back to the top with Safira.
Okay, so I have an attack action ready. I have an ensnaring arrow in my quiver.
Okay.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna go ahead and cast also nothing because I have no spell slots.
So this
I
corridor that
For a second, I was hopeful, and then
before
I
it
remembered.
turns is 180 feet, just so you know.
Okay.
So if that's a straight shot that you have like open without going through trees shot, 180 feet.
180 feet on my bow.
180 on your bow?
Yeah. No, it's 150 to 600 on the bow.
So
it's
150
100
without disadvantage, and then
Now
above
it
that
would be 100. That would be disadvantaged. So I would like to get to where it's not disadvantaged.
Okay. You can also hold it till it's in. You'd be aware of your range, so you can stay there and hold till it gets within 150, or you can move closer.
If I move closer, I can get a shot off in this round. So I think that's.
You can't see it.
You can't
I
see
still
it.
can't see him. Okay, then
You
I'll
definitely
hold.
can't see it
He's
right
like
now. Yes.
160
Oh, yeah.
feet behind.
That's just the
Behind
corridor that
trees.
you're looking at. Yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna hold where I am.
Okay. So holding till it gets within.
Yeah, I'm holding my action for when I can see him.
And just to clarify, when you can see him would be with disadvantage. You want to hold it until he's within 150 feet.
I'll hold it until he's within 100
Correct.
feet.
Perfect. Okie dokie. That takes us to the Girallon. The creature working its way through here. Frustrated. You can hear it kind of, Graven and Orba who are closer, you can hear it at a couple times where it saw Erland kind of disappear and reappear. It's like pushing branches, like shaking the tree. And it's moving a little closer. It's gonna move.
It's a confused old boy.
There's 30 feet,
Poor friend.
40, so that's its movement. Moves a little further. There's another 40 feet. Okay, so there's Erland. So it's right on kind of the other side of this big cluster of trees here. And it can... it's going to make a perception
That's a big clump.
disadvantage here
clump
as
of
it
trees.
tries to look through the trees. Okay, it kind of... listens to see if you like climbed up and
Fall out of the tree.
Yeah. Stay there. Okay. Erland.
Stay far
Okay.
away from him.
So how far away from am I now?
From the Girallon.
From the Girallon.
You
Because we have the same movement, and I want to stay.
are about 75 feet away.
None of it can see you.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is like he can, as long as I am 40 feet at the beginning of every turn, I can still dash away. Right? Because that, yeah. So I am going to question about Alchemist's fire. It is a magical fire, right? So is it contained? Would it risk setting the forest on fire?
It doesn't spread. It's
It
very.
does not
That's the
spread.
thing. It's almost like napalm. It like sticks to its target. That's why it's like. That's
And
why it
it
burns
stays lit.
until it's padded out in some way.
Okay. Looking down this alleyway of trees, are there any other paths nearby that the Girallon could conceivably get to once it is in the alleyway of trees to get to us?
I mean, yes. Like you just mean.
Like, if you were to run through Alchemist fire, would he catch fire as well?
No.
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 You have to,
It's not. Yeah, you have to get the target.
oh, I can't, like,
no,
I'm
you
wondering
have
if I
to
can, like,
hit
set
him
it
with
fire.
No, it would step and it might be like, ouch, but it wouldn't. It would not set the creature on fire to walk through a small
You gotta try
patch
to
of
hit him
alchemy.
with that.
Girallon
I
sounds
don't
like a
have
nerd.
any, I don't have any fucking traps, I don't think, guys.
No.
You are the trap.
Yeah,
Mine
you
are
are
scared.
indeed. Oh, good.
Um,
There's a crying need for that.
Okay, I'm gonna just move 80 feet towards Safira.
Okay.
And I-
so Safira, who has her bow drawn, is just watching Erland get like bigger and bigger on the horizon.
And I am gonna try and make some noise here. I'm gonna sort of be like, he's right behind me, Safira!
80 feet of movement there. You watch Erland moving down that long path there.
Okay.
Okie doke.
That's my turn.
All right, that brings us to Graven. You guys following
Let's go,
in
buddy.
suit.
30 feet along the path. Start.
Great.
I'm very nervous.
This isn't enough for us to cut through trees, is it?
You could try and pass through the trees. It's a little thick, but you could try.
It would make noise.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Far away. No, he's right. Actually.
There's 30 feet, and you're dashing.
Yeah.
So here's another 20, and then moving this way, another 10. Yep. Okay, so moving. Anything else? Any bonus? Anything?
No.
Okay. Orba.
Orba's
same
following
thing.
right behind.
All right, we're just gonna put you. You were like 15 feet behind Graven, so we're gonna put you like there. Okay.
Stay close to the healer.
All right, Safira. He did not
Okay.
enter your range, but
He hasn't entered my range yet. How far away is he from entering my range?
you don't know that. You can't tell that.
Okay, I can't see him yet. so-
No.
Okay.
Because he's on the other side of that big patch at the end of the corridor, and you can't see that yet.
Okay.
You can definitely see Erland, but
There's nowhere sort of up ahead of me in the trees where I could find maybe a little bit of cover where I could still sort of step out and get a straight shot. So
yeah.
he might not immediately see me.
yeah, if you like kind of stay at one of these trees.
Yes, I can. I can still ready an action, right, from cover?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think
Yeah,
I can.
You can't
kind of alert.
You can't move and shoot, but if you just want to stand like at the edge of a tree,
Yeah,
you're
I
like
just
a
want to
little
stand at the
partial
edge
cover.
so I
yeah.
can have some partial cover, so he might not immediately see
Sure.
me.
Yes, you can definitely do that.
Okay.
So holding for the same thing.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay.
All right, we get back to the beast.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Guys, I'm so close to being useless.
All right,
That's
I
fine.
know.
You did your
takes
job.
40 feet to get around this big cluster.
I'm running right
Again,
right
kind of-
into that house.
A couple times he like takes a few steps forward and then like almost like he's trying to spook like, and he like backs.
Oh!
No, none of that shit from either of you.
It's a little funny.
40 feet.
Poor buddy.
Another 40 feet. That's
Can
gonna
it
put
see
him
around the corner? Not quite.
That's still only 40 feet.
I know,
And he
but
still can't get to
what
me.
I'm saying is that's the corridor.
Still can't get to me.
No, I know.
Gets to the edge there, and you can see its snout kind of peeking out.
That's good.
It cannot see you at
Okay.
this moment.
That gives you guys another turn.
And that's gonna be it, which takes us to Erland.
Oh God!
God.
Wait a second.
You gotta try to hit
Same
him maybe
old,
with
same
the-
old.
The plan is still in effect.
So early, you can see Erland's moving at his absolute max speed,
Yeah.
and he's coming down the
I'm
corridor.
gonna sort of say,
and he
right behind me. He's right at the edge of the trees.
I'm looking like, no, he's not.
Safira makes her bows drawn all the way back. Okie doke.
Graven.
Graven.
Moving along the path here.
Okay.
Trying to, maybe can I hold the second 30 the same way she did earlier, where I move 30 and then hold the dash movement.
Or you can just hold your movement. Yeah, you can hold a movement for a trigger. What are you holding it for?
Again, hearing it continue to move.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
It's pretty far away at this point.
Oh.
Yeah.
All
Like
right, I'll
it
just
won't
do-
hear you.
I'll
if
just
you
do
move
the
another 30 feet. Yeah.
You promised you wouldn't hear it.
And it hears. Okay.
Keeping it simple, Orba's gonna do the exact same
All
thing.
right. You were about 15 behind Graven there. Let's go, guys.
Oh God.
Guys, it's fine. This is going pretty good.
Now there's the part that we haven't
Jinx
figured
it.
happened yet.
Jinx it.
What has happened?
All right, Safira, looking down the corridor.
Can I see it yet?
You cannot, but you heard
God
Erland say it was
damn.
getting there, so.
Okay. I'm hanging, I
Okay.
guess.
And once again, holding for the 150, not for the disadvantage
for the
shot.
150,
right?
and an arrow of ensnaring is knocked right
Okay,
now.
great. All right. And as Erland's literally passing you by, like shouting that it's behind him, and you're holding the draw, you start to see one limb, two, 3, 4, 5, 6 limbs as
Okay.
it pulls itself forward. So it is going to move.
What is ensnaring on it? It doesn't matter. Shut up.
So
It does matter.
It takes away its
It
movement.
takes away its movement.
Okay, that's great.
40 feet takes it there. Is that
But it's for
within
one
That's fine.
I have 3 of them.
Oh,
That is. So that so wait, what was that? That's actually 125, so it needs to move back 25 feet.
Oh, okay. He's moving him back because he's gonna get.
Because she shot it
I'm
as soon as it
holding.
was.
As soon as he's in range of me, I'm shooting.
Get over this tricky bastard.
He's too fat.
Yeah. Yeah. So is this about
He's stuck.
one?
We won't be able to get past him.
Yeah, 150. Sure. Okay, so go ahead and take your shot. 150, not
Come
with
on.
disadvantage.
Come on.
Let's go.
Oh my god. That's a 10 to hit.
And the creature takes one step and.
Do I lose the arrow of ensnaring if it doesn't hit? I
Yes.
still lose it?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try again with another arrow of ensnaring.
And you watch it just as you're.
Yep.
Let's go.
Oh my god. 12 to hit. Fuck.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Really?
You see it kind of scared by the noise. It's a little startled.
I have one more.
And it looks down the corridor. It sees the Erland's back. And it's going to use its bonus. Or wait, so first of all, it's going to use its movement.
Shit.
The rest of its movements.
We gotta get out of here. We just lost this
inspiration?
fight. I mean, I don't think now's the time to use that.
use what?
Inspiration?
Inspiration.
You do it if you want. I'm not gonna tell you anything.
Yeah, I will try. I will use. I guess I'm scared I'm gonna die, but I will use the inspiration to try to hit it here with the ensnaring.
ensnaring
The
arrow.
On the
second
second one. The
ensnaring.
first one's already passed by. Yep. So
Yeah.
second one.
Jesus, come on, please, for the love of God.
All right.
That no.
Oh my god.
I just used the inspiration now too.
Oh my god.
That's a 10 to hit.
Feeling that Ebwood's inspiration
We have to get out of here.
isn't able to alter the course of time.
It's not
And the arrow lands true in its exact spot, and the Girallon continues its forward. So that's its
So you
movement.
still have one snaring arrow left, though.
We have to get out.
No,
of
she
here.
is. Oh yeah.
This is its dash,
That was it.
and seeing Erland,
That was.
it's
the
gonna take its bonus action here to pick up speed, moving quickly through the trees,
I'm gonna
barreling
die,
down
like,
that
this is-
hallway.
I'm not
there.
gonna make it.
Okay, that takes us to Erland.
Oh, you have movement. No, you don't have movement.
No, I don't.
That was a reaction. Yeah, that was a.
So you get to move first, though, so you get out of sight. How far away from him am I?
About 70 feet.
I will. Yeah.
What is my range for an improvised weapon?
It's a standard throne. Let me just double check that.
I really.
I mean,
It's short.
there is no running away from this thing. It catches up with whoever it wants to kill. It catches up.
Yeah.
So we're here.
I mean,
So 20, 60. 20 without disadvantage, 60 with disadvantage.
Okay, so how many feet would it take me to get? How much movement would it take for me to get within 20 feet of him?
So you're You're 70 feet now, so 50 feet to get within.
Don't do that.
I will get within 60 feet of him.
Okay, so what would I say? 70. So if I move you up 10 feet,
Okay.
then 70 there.
And
Then
I
60,
will
Sorry. Yeah.
What are you doing?
try throwing Alchemist Fire at him.
All right, Erland takes one step back, takes out the alchemist fire that you looted from the kobold, and with a nice long arcing shot, give me a disadvantage attack there.
Oh my god.
It's what did we say? +4, 7 to hit.
7 to hit. It arcs up, and it looks like it's going true, but then a sticking out branch kind of cracks at the top. This sort of
Okay, so how much movement do I have left there?
that was 10 feet of movement.
Okay, I am going to use my 30 feet to get back behind the tree towards Safira.
Towards Safira.
So I will use 30 feet. I guess that's 20 feet there. So
That's 20 feet.
how far away from me
So
is
you
he?
used 10 to go forward, and then 20 more there.
You have your turn before he does.
Yep.
Okay.
So you use 30 feet of movement and an attack action is what you've done so far.
Yes. And so I will then what can I see what's towards the house?
Yep. There's like a little sort of open area. And
Is that an alive tree right in front of me there?
this?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a big shrub. It's like a big bush.
Okay, and are there any trees on the inside? Is that a big tree inside there, or is that...
Inside the...
Or I guess, what is 40 feet away from that? Oh, I have to have 10 feet of movement left. So it has to be the tree right next to me then.
Okay.
So
You're talking about tree stride.
yeah, tree stride. So if I use
Yeah,
that, what do I got that's 40 feet away?
I thought it was
60 feet,
yeah.
sorry, 60 feet away.
Like one of these over here, or one of these over... Like, yeah, one of these up here.
And is there an entrance to the house over there?
There is an entrance here
Okay,
that you
right.
can hop through there. Yeah.
I will tree stride in that direction to hopefully be... and that will put me out of sight of him if he rounds this corner, correct?
If you go over here is what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
if
on
you
my-
come through here and then pop out like on this side of the tree, you will be definitely behind trees there, yeah.
That's my turn. That's what I'm gonna do. And I have to roll a d12 to see what version of sepsis I have.
Can't
Like this,
wait.
we're all gonna die.
It's gonna be fine.
Go and hide.
Yep.
Yeah, go and hide.
Go and hide and wait for us to get there.
Let's find out. So Erland, as he tree strides this time, when he comes out the other side, usually it's kind of a refreshing, almost like burst of energy, but this time he feels the septic energy seeping through him. What do we got?
So either Plague Ripple.
Sounds
Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay. Read the other one.
Okay.
Look up so your microphones can get your eyes.
Sorry, yeah. Number 2. You gain resistance to poison and acid damage, but you and any creature within 10 feet of you make a con DC 10 and take X poison damage on a failure or half on a success. X is your maximum sepsis level. I'm not doing this one. So 6 is...
It basically like there's a burst
Yeah.
of poison energy that affects both him and creatures.
The positive is I don't need to eat.
What's
the
the next
negative
one?
is infectious appearance.
okay.
You have a horrible, sickly look about you.
Okay.
Intelligent, non-hostile creatures and animals will avoid contact with you. You may be denied services that are not allowed at inns and taverns.
so you look like plague.
You look like shit.
Neutral for this fight.
Yes. Will the Girallon hate the way I look?
It said
You don't know
non-hostile.
that.
I will do that. I will choose to look like shit.
Yeah, it says non-hostile.
Yeah, if a creature's already hostile towards you, it's unlikely that it's gonna stop. Like
We're
attack.
buddies.
Roll.
I'm hiding over there.
Erland steps out. He looks at his hands and sort of withered, sort of wrinkled hands and arms. Has that aged appearance kind of move over his eyes and his face. Okay.
It's Graven, sorry.
Graven's up. Are you guys just booking it?
Looking at.
All right.
Yeah, so
I mean,
what's
we've
the-
heard
what's the
him do
fucking
it,
dealio?
do his big run there.
You definitely heard some, like the quickening pace of the.
Yep. 60 feet.
All right. Feet.
Yep.
And Orba trailing behind. Anything else?
Yeah.
I can't.
Can-
No, never mind.
Can I just see
You
from
cannot
where
see
Graven
it.
is? Can I just see like the distance here between the Girallon and Graven?
Yeah. So Graven is about 130 feet away.
Got it. Okay. As Orba's running to catch up with Graven,
Do whatever you
Really?
do. I didn't say anything.
You dashing, moving and dashing.
I'm dashing.
Okay,
Yep. So
great.
60 full feet, and he's like 180 feet. I think I have to. Orba's reaching into her bag, and she's pulling out the spell scroll Expeditious Retreat, and she's going to cast it on herself as a bonus action.
You do still have to attempt to use it, I believe.
Yeah, so remind me what the check is.
I think it's an Arcana check. It's going to be very difficult. I think it's 10 plus the
it's
level
only a
of the
first
spell.
level.
Yeah.
So it's an
Let me
11.
just double check.
I failed this. We're truly cursed.
Don't.
No. So yes, DC equals 10 plus the spell's level, and on a failed check, it has no effects.
Great.
Right. And you get to make an Arcana check.
Oh! We got a fucking dirty 20, baby.
So Orba takes out the scroll, already very familiar with the kind of notations that she has on it.
I know, I've had it
Crumples
since,
it up in her hand, and it just kind of disintegrates in your hand. But as it does so, you feel that surge of speed and energy. All right.
So from this moment on, after this turn, I'll be able to use a bonus action.
Is this concentration?
It is, yes.
Okay.
I'll be able to use a bonus action to dash.
10 minutes, which is a long ass time.
Yeah.
Would you like to use your bonus action to dash?
I use the bonus action to cast it, so I believe I don't get to use it in this turn.
Oh, it says it takes a bonus action.
Yeah, it's a
to
bonus
cast it.
because I actioned, dashed.
When you cast the spell. When you cast the spell, and as a bonus action on future turns, you can take the dash action.
Oh, okay.
You
I
can do it
misread
now.
that. Oh, okay. Fuck yeah. Then I'm gonna go 30 more feet.
Okay. So you watch as Orba kind of zooms by you there, 30 feet ahead.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty.
Safira.
Safira with the Girallon barreling down the corridor. You peer out from behind.
Well, I want to
far
try
away
to
is it
take
now?
2 shots at it before I run away.
Okay. It's about
And
75
the first
feet
shot
away.
I'm going to take, I'm going to try again with the arrow of ensnaring.
Takes out that arrow of ensnaring, gives it a look, knocks the bow, watches the creature barrel down.
That's a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Little
Roll for damage.
Little bitch. Okay, what the hell is my damage again?
And it is hurt already.
Okay.
Not a flame,
That's
but it is hurt.
8 total damage.
Look at that, the
so
2
far.
damage did come
Wait,
in
that was a
handy.
D10 that I just rolled.
So
I
you're
rolled
an
it
8
wrong.
on,
Okay.
you got 8 so far.
Sorry. Oh, okay, so
15.
plus 7. 8 plus
15
7.
total damage. Great. Okay.
And the ensnaring arrow does
And
what?
the ensnaring arrow does.
Read us
And
the
the
ensnaring.
ensnaring arrow, when it hits, if a creature size large or smaller takes damage from an arrow of ensnaring, its speed is reduced to 0 and it has a disadvantage on dex saving throws until the end of its next turn. Creatures immune to the grapple or restrained conditions cannot have their speed reduced in this way. So
Okay. So the arrow goes
hoping it's
out.
not
It
immune.
hits the creature right in the one of its front forearms there as it's moving forward, and immediately vines come up.
Right.
One vine around its neck, and it's kind of restrained in place there. And it's pulling it, trying to pull itself free.
Okay.
So it just lasts until the end of its turn, right? And
yeah,
then-
it just lasts until
Great.
the end of its turn.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to.
It's not like a check to get out, it's just it
It's
gets
just
out.
one turn, yeah.
Gotcha.
Go ahead and use normal arrow and
Okay.
just shoot him.
Let's go.
That's another 19 to hit.
Roll hit, roll for damage.
Now, thank you now. I appreciate that. That's so lovely.
That's what you get for being salty with your dice.
What? Okay, well that's I guess 5 total damage. 'cause
With
it's-
Colossus Slayer?
Yeah, it's only plus 3.
5 total damage. Okay.
2 ones, baby.
Well, 2 shots.
Still some damage.
Jesus. Okay, now that
And now everyone's gonna catch
Now that he's ensnared, I am going to run as far as I can away, which is only 30 feet.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to, get behind
You
the
trying
tree.
to hide?
Yeah, I want to try to
Okay. You can get
obscure
behind the
myself
tree.
as much as possible. Yes.
Okay. Great. So kind of run in the same direction that Erland kind
Yeah,
of went.
and I'm trying to be quiet as I'm running.
Okay,
so
give me a
you
stealth check.
Might not know
Which direction
where
you
I
went?
am.
Yeah.
Oh god.
All right.
That's 12.
12. Okay, you moved pretty lightly. I mean, the creature got hit twice by you, so it's trying to focus
Yeah.
on you. All it really saw was you disappear around the corner there, so it probably doesn't know exactly where you are.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all I can
That
tell.
was a turn. That was a turn.
That was a
Right.
turn.
That was a turn.
That was a
Does
turn.
it recognize her?
Is there a?
Yeah.
So far, it hasn't gotten close enough to even really get a good look at her. She kind of peered out from behind the tree and fired, so it hasn't gotten a good look yet. But the creature, you can hear it. Nobody can see it right now, but you can hear it.
Yeah, tough.
Thrashing.
Sucks to suck, you little idiot.
It's real bad.
And with nothing to attack and no ability to move, movement speed is 0.
Arrow
It
away.
can't do anything.
Lovely.
That's
but is no longer ensnared. So the end of the turn. So you hear
I mean, everything else is
you hear a
for
quick
other
kind of
shit.
struggle
We're
and
gonna
then like a
empty the
snapping as it pulls itself free.
Okay.
All right, Erland.
That's fun saying I have to do something.
Keep hiding.
Yep. Can I go? Does 80 feet of movement get me on the other side of that wall?
That's fine. It's 45 feet to the wall.
Okay. I would like to hop up on
Give me
it.
an athletics check.
I'm sorry.
That is a
Disadvantage.
17.
17. Okay. Yep. You hop up, so that's another 5 feet. So that was what I say. That was 30. That's 40 total now.
Okay,
I'll
great.
speak with animals and negotiate with them.
So then, if I go in, if I am there, do I see any ghosts? Do I see anything?
Give me a perception check.
Do I see any ghosts? No, he doesn't.
5.
No, no sign of the ghosts that were in here before or any other ones.
Lord.
Okay, I am going to. Can you zoom?
Yep.
I just want to see, like, is there a way for me to get? If I move 40 feet behind this wall, does that actually put me a little bit closer to Safira? If I move sort of
Like along the wall that you're next
like
to.
north, according to the compass there, yeah.
Yeah. So if you move 5 feet in,
Yeah, and then like 35, or like just to the edge. I don't want to go
25 feet there.
Yeah, does that?
The edge. Yeah, that's right at the edge of the
Myself.
entrance. there.
Does that? Can I? Does that get me closer to Safira? Where's she at right now? Where's
Yeah,
she
she's at the other side of this tree here.
Okay, cool. I'm hiding there.
Okay. I'll even say, give me a. It's totally out of sight, so you are hidden. You have the.
Yay! Did your job, monk. Well done.
Now, no one die.
Oh,
We-
we're working on it.
All right,
We
that
got
takes us to
this.
Graven.
Let's go, Grave.
I'm running.
So after watching Orba blow by you there, you're gonna go. This is 45.
You see him now.
And another 15 feet.
So that's my 30 right there.
No,
That was
that's your-
45 to here.
Oh,
I can move you back 15.
but I can't.
You
see
cannot
him.
see him if you don't move up.
Yeah.
Snare him again.
So that's 30 where you are now.
Just keep dashing. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And do you want to go the full 30?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. All right.
Now I. Ooh, wait.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus, I'm close. Actually,
You turn the corner, you see that big Girallon booty, and you back up.
I back up. I mean,
How far did you want to go?
So,
If you,
if I back up 10 around the kind of that first tree on the right.
I would say you can back up like 15 and still see it.
Okay. How far away is it from me right now?
100 feet.
Okay. I'm going to hold a guiding bolt
Okay.
for as the
Huh?
the range on guiding bolt is 120 feet. I want to hold guiding bolt for when it starts to move away from me and gets just to the edge of that. So
Okay. So when it hits max range of
when it hits
guiding
max
bolt-
range, I want to hit it
Sure.
in the booty hole
Okay.
with a guiding bolt. So
You
I
got
don't
it.
make that roll yet. I just
No, yeah.
but I do use the spell.
Yes. Yes. So even if it does something else, that spell slot is used.
Yes.
And you actually are concentrating as well. I want to know that you are concentrating.
Okay.
When you're holding a spell, you're concentrating.
Okay, so first level guiding bolt held for it getting out of my range straight away. Yeah, and I can definitely see it right now.
Yeah, you're in the corridor now, that long kind of open stretch. So you're clean. All right, Orba.
Okay, Orba's moving up 30 feet.
30 feet, we'll see it. You can get around the edge of that tree there.
Oh, Expeditions Retreat was so worth it. I wouldn't be able to do this now.
Do
Okay.
what?
Orba's gonna.
Oh my god.
Here it comes.
What?
She has expeditious.
Orba's gonna
Why are you mad at
run
me?
60
Are you gonna mess up what I just set up? Is it gonna know where we are in a second?
Probably. Why are you so mad at me? This was a plan.
I'm gonna.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Orba, you're up. Go ahead and do your thing.
Orba peeks out from behind the thing, and she sees it, and she's
in.
gonna cast slow.
Come on.
What kind of
It's
save
within
is
120 feet, right?
it? I'm almost positive. Yes. Yep, it's 100 feet.
So I drop the concentration on Expeditious Retreat,
Okay.
obviously. So he needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okie dokie. +1 wisdom modifier.
Why did you say that?
12.
Oh, baby!
Okay. Okay.
Oh, bitch!
It knows now.
Yeah, but it's fucking slow.
So
Holy
what
shit.
does that do again?
Okay, so let's see.
Oh god.
The affected target's speed is halved, takes a -2 to AC and dexterity saves, and it can't use reactions. It can either use an action or a bonus action, not both, and can't use more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn.
Can't multi-attack when you're slowed. Yeah.
How long does it last?
It lasts
10 rounds
for
with
10 rounds,
concentration.
but it does make a
Save after
at the
every
end-
turn.
At the end of every turn.
Every turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
So it could break out of it at any point.
with my held action just then, if it turns around and comes towards us, I don't get that spell.
I will give you, as Orba's rounding the corner and winding up a spell, you look over and I think you can sort of tell what she's about to do.
Yeah.
Give me, and I'm gonna make it a difficult. Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
To see if you can kind of sync up your strategies here, because you see her coming,
Yeah.
and you need to kind of adjust the way that you're gonna cast the spell. So give me an.
Arcana check.
I know Graven never makes it.
I know.
I don't make good Arcana checks.
You can't do that charge and also.
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah.
2.
Okay, so unable to sort of quickly adjust in time. If this creature doesn't move in that same way,
Yep.
then you won't
Yep.
trigger the spell.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yep.
It's okay.
Yep.
It's okay.
Nope.
It's okay.
That's not. It's not great.
Okay, Safira, you are up.
Okay. I am gonna peek my head out so that I can see him, and then we're gonna just
Okay,
make.
peeking takes a little bit of movement here. It takes 25 feet of
I
movement.
would like to. Can I stay farther away from him?
Yeah,
and
you can.
and
Yep,
still
yep.
see. Okay.
Yeah, that still takes 25, but you're further away from it.
I would like to just 2 normal arrow attacks.
Okay, great.
Let's go.
Safira
Come on.
walks out once more.
Yes.
Okay, that's an 18 to hit.
Let's roll for damage.
Here we go. Here we go.
We might still get it. We might still
And it has less.
There it
AC,
is. There it is.
Right?
Yeah, no,
What is it?
Less AC.
Yes.
10 so far.
10. There it
Okay,
is.
17 total damage.
That's
Get him again. Get him again.
Okay.
Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him.
No.
It's okay.
Oh, maybe.
12 to hit.
12 doesn't.
12 does not. With the AC.
With
negative
minus
1
AC?
AC!
It hits. You have
I roll so poorly. I have a +8 modifier. It's unreal.
Yes.
Okay, it's 9 plus 13.
13. All
Not 9
right.
plus 13.
2 more good solid shots as it's breaking out of its restraints, and it looks like at one point your aim is just off and you're already sort of cursing at yourself, but just with the creature's slowed reaction speed, it almost turns into it. Like it turns and
That's how I
arrow
feel
hits it on the
sparring all the
shoulder.
time. Okay, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here and move 30 feet away from it.
You have 5 feet left. You have to use
Right.
25 to go out there.
Right, then I'm going to use
jump into the
5
bush.
feet. Yeah, to actually to be in the bushes a little bit.
Yeah, they're low bushes,
I
but
mean, yeah,
yeah.
whatever.
yeah, you.
That's the best I can do.
That's not gonna get to you. At least not this turn.
No, I can't.
Okay.
And attack.
The Girallon is up. So, it has been attacked by Safira twice, slowed by Orba. You see it kind of give you both a look. I'm going to make a roll here to see who it goes after. We're going to do a little direction die roll.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Where's the... here we go. All right. Orba's green and Safira's blue here. I'm going to roll till I get one of those. Blue.
No! That's what you want!
You won.
Oh, wait,
really?
You want to
I'm sorry. Oh, it was the opposite. I am a stupid.
Opposite.
Huzzah!
God.
After
my
it takes
God.
the 2 arrows, that second arrow just it goes into this kind of blind rage, and with every ounce of strength, even though it's slowed, charges forward. So it's what is the speed? Half?
It's halved, yeah.
And it can't use a dash action.
Cannot use. Okay, hold on. Sorry. On its turn, it can either use an action or a bonus action, not both. Its speed is halved.
I guess it could still dash.
I
It
don't
can
know
still
about its-
dash,
But,
but
it
it's
can't
half.
also use its fucking.
But then it can use an action.
So-
to, yeah.
And its movement is still half, so it can
Yeah.
move 40 feet total. So it's going to charge 40 feet, and yes, as soon as it moved into that, you may make your guiding bolt.
Fuck.
All
right.
What does it do?
This is an attack roll.
Just a straight roll.
So just a straight roll with my modifier, which is a. I want this die still. 14 to hit.
There we go.
It does hit.
There we go.
That
He's 11 to hit now.
will do.
Or 12 to hit. 12 to hit. 12 to hit.
That
His
is
armor class.
4d6.
46?
46 radiant damage.
Okay. Just don't kill it.
I know. It's difficult.
Are we sure about that?
We don't know anything.
Just
but-
We try and kill this
No,
thing.
let's
Yes,
do
we
it.
do.
Let's kill it, please.
All right, so
I don't care if I don't get the
is
thing. I just don't want to
going
die.
take 4d6.
Let's go.
That's pretty
Oh,
Six-
baby.
16 radiant damage.
There we go. Okay.
And the other thing is that the next attack roll made against this target by the before the end of my next turn has advantage.
Okay, so as it's moving slowly
know,
towards
I'm
Safira, there's this
trying.
like
I'm trying.
like burst of radiant energy, like pushing on its back. You watch the fur like wash over its face.
Oh, buddy.
Feels that like searing energy wash over it.
I didn't want to pick a fight with this guy.
And after the blast goes through, it turns its head slowly. And as it turns towards you, you can see it like breathing heavy.
Okay.
Like it looks hurt. I mean, all the sort of fur on its backside is all singed, all of it.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it
like
turns towards you there.
slowly turning towards me. I'm gonna look over to Orba. Hide. And into the woods here.
Okay.
So I have all my movement.
Oh no,
right?
that was a reaction.
Yeah,
that was your
reaction.
held
It's not
action.
your turn.
It's his
Sorry.
turn still. No, that's true.
Yes,
Yeah.
yep,
yeah.
that's right. It has done all its turn, except it does need to make a save against your slow.
Yes.
Please.
15?
That saves.
Saves, okay.
Fine.
So just as it turns and it's starting to move in Graven's direction,
It's your
it's released.
This is your time. You have advantage.
I know.
As she feels the slow kind of slip through her fingers, she's gonna just hide.
I said it first.
Wait, I don't think it's her turn, is it?
No, I'm just.
No,
well,
it's
I'm
not.
just
It's your
ready.
turn.
Nobody's
because
attacking this until you.
Is
It's
Erland's
Erland's
turn.
Erland is.
Putting his feet up in the house.
I'm gonna move 40 feet just to get to the inner wall there. Sorry. Oh, actually, if I look around
Maybe
now
shout
that I've
make
moved
some
in, do I
noise.
see some?
You do not see any ghosts inside.
Okay, I'm gonna move.
No spiritual creatures at all.
I know.
If I move west towards that outer wall.
Yeah.
The one that's outside?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you can do that. That will be
Should I go
What
down?
side's Safira
about
close
15
to?
feet of movement.
Okay, great. What side's Safira? Where's Safira?
She's like
She's
out
over
here.
there.
Yeah.
the way.
Okay, I'm gonna move on to the other side of that wall, northwards towards her, and
Okay.
just stay hidden behind this close side, other side. I'm gonna run it.
This side of the
Yeah,
wall.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Sure. Yeah, you can.
And I will.
You were just so ready to be.
I was.
Am I still hidden?
Yes.
Okay.
The creature had never when it turned towards Safira, you were very much behind the wall. So yeah, you're hidden still.
Can I use the? Would a help action help Safira in any way?
I think you have to be within,
How would-
5
what are you
feet of
gonna
them,
do,
and
give me
also
moral
she already
support?
has advantage.
Yeah.
On the second
Good
one.
job.
I need to be within 5 feet of her.
It does have to be within 5. You've used 10, 15.
Well, if I don't cross over there, can I go straight towards her without
yeah.
using?
So that
Sure, he has
was.
advantage.
sorry,
She
let me
can't
see.
get double
that's true.
advantage.
Well, can I give her advantage for the second one?
I think it's just on the
No,
next
it's just
attack.
You helped.
Oh, in that
hold the
case,
bow.
I'll stay hidden. How far away from Safira am I right
Oh my gosh.
1 second. Let me just double check that. 8, 5 feet. If they attack before, yeah. First attack is made with advantage,
Okay.
so it would not do it.
So how far away from her am I right now?
You are 30 feet away.
Great. I will use my action will be a held nunchaku attack if the Girallon gets within 5 feet of me.
Okay.
Just in case.
Case it barrels through Safira.
All right, Graven.
All right, Graven.
Oh, it's me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Safira's not up first.
I'm not up.
It's coming right for me.
Yeah, you look down the thing.
Wait. Did you not move yet? When was your
She's
turn?
after you.
Oh, sure.
It was the reaction.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, we have to keep.
What are we doing, Graven?
I'm going to. It's not. I can tell it's not slowed anymore.
Yeah, you could see it like break free from the shackles of the spell.
How far is it from me?
Let's find out. Oops, that's the tree. It is 140 feet away.
I'm going to take a few steps towards it.
How many steps?
10
Feet
in front of Orba, so 10 feet.
Okay.
And I'm going to bang my mace on my shield and say, Safira, now is the time!
And as you're banging the shield, like walking forward, the creature's like, it digs its sort of knuckles into the ground there, into the roots.
What?
Ready something.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't want to kill it.
Yeah. Just
I'm going to.
Oh shit. Right.
I can't
believe
hold
anyone's
a
still
cure
worried
wounds
about
on
that.
myself, or if I get hit. Like if I were to get,
oh.
You can?
but not if I get reduced to 0.
No.
It wouldn't. It wouldn't go.
It's a trigger in response, so you get hit first. And if
Yeah.
it knocked you to 0, you wouldn't be able to cast.
How?
I'm 140 feet.
It's 100.
Or no, you move 10 forward, so 130 feet away.
That's not even close. I'm just gonna wait. Yeah.
All right.
For it to.
I mean, its attention is very much on you. No
Yep.
check required. It's coming.
Yep.
All right, Orba. You're just over Graven's shoulder.
Yeah.
Can't cast slow again. Can you?
Nope. Surely I cannot. Oh, fuck. I really don't want to kill this thing, though, is the problem.
It looks pretty rough.
Yeah,
It does.
I don't want to attack it.
Oh, so worried my arrows.
Hold
Terrible.
a healing potion up to my ass.
Okay.
So that when
If Graven gets
fall
hit,
onto
I
it-
shoot
Uh-huh.
like one of those mail tubes.
Okay, here's what Orba's gonna do. She's gonna hold color spray.
Okay.
I can't believe I'm using this so much. She's gonna hold color
Maybe
spray at a
blind them.
second level, and as soon as if she sees the Girallon come in for like a hit. No, wait. No, because you're 130 feet from it,
Yeah.
and it can only move 120 total.
We think that's correct. As far as you can know.
But that's also that's using his action to dash,
And
so
a
that's
bonus action.
okay.
It's
so
using move.
so you're gonna be able to
dash,
attack you
and
anyway.
bonus.
I'm taking that back. She's not gonna hold anything. She's just gonna hang tight for a sec
And hold
Okay.
my hand.
and
Any
hold
movement?
Graven's hand.
Okay.
No,
No, I told you to hide.
no.
Okay,
no.
is it?
All right.
All right, we
Here
have
it is.
come around to Safira.
Oh, baby. Okay.
Oh, you already are in range, I think.
Am I within range?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
definitely.
Yeah. Okay,
Popping
I
out
have
from the little
advantage.
shrubbery
I have
there.
advantage.
You have advantage
On the
on this
attack.
first shot.
Okay, that's 25 to hit.
Never read you.
Roll for damage.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Panicking.
Because it's back to
Okay,
its normal
that's
AC.
5 damage so far.
Okay.
And that's okay, plus 7, so
12.
12.
Safira.
Like shaking with it, like 100 knocks it.
Deep breath.
As soon as it falls, just, I'm so sorry. Is everyone all right? I'm so sorry. Is everyone okay? Where is everyone? Erland, where the fuck you get off to? And I'm kind of looking at the bow as I'm like putting it back. Is everyone all right?
As the strike lands, and it emits one kind of final groan. And it falls to a kind of slumped, defeated heap. With the threat neutralized, the air around you, it feels potent, electrified even. The spiritual energy that you felt at the decrepit house just behind you, it's latched onto you. It pours forth into the weapon in your hands. The limbs of the bow seem thicker, the draw weight feels heavier. But it might just be a trick of the mind brought on by this surge of spiritual energy. Though what you're sure of is that once again, your bond feels more controlled, more solidified. Oh my god. You gain the terminal rebound ability.
Holy shit.
Which allows you, after you come out of animus form, whether by damage or voluntarily,
I thought we were all gonna die.
you can revert back to the spot, if you're within a certain range, back to the spot that you fired from.
Not today, after I rest, I'm
Yes.
assuming. Okay.
Not how this turns. Fires the bow. And with that, we are going to take a little break here.
my god.
Oh my god, I really thought that was gonna be a TPK. I was like, this is it, we died.
Just the right amount of things went just the
Just
right
the right amount of right and
As
just the
soon
right
as
amount of
Safira
that was spicy.
missed 2 attacks,
Oh
one
my
with,
God.
with inspiration.
Was it worth
was
it?
looking a little sauce.
Oh man, why don't we just start strong so that
I don't know
we
what's
never want
my
to
We still have like an hour and a half of
My
episode
modifier
left,
is
too, guys.
+8.
So,
plus 8.
out of here.
What is the point of me?
It's a very good ability.
I need, if I don't get glasses
I
in
mean,
your future.
the slow, and I can't believe I got that guiding bolt off on it.
Yeah.
But the slow and the guiding bolt.
a literal 50-50 determined whether Graven got to fire that guiding bolt
Yep.
off.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
As it
You were
determined
so
who was
I was really mad.
I'm so mad at you.
Well, I should have thought. I didn't realize you were going to be able to get the slow off this turn. It didn't occur to me. I thought it was going to be definitely.
This is admittedly very cool, guys. We almost
Very,
all
very
died
good.
for it.
Allows her
Hopefully
to
it's worth
shoot
it.
her way in and then warp her way out. Very
Oh,
cool.
oh
baby.
my god.
We're gonna take a little break, gather ourselves, and when we return,
Impossible.
hopefully the group will finally make its way out of the Ebwoods and return to the mission at hand, reaching the Roper Mountains.
A very slow walk north.
Thank you guys very, very
Yeah,
much.
I haven't had a chance to look at any of the notifications.
We
We'll
will
do that
check
after
everything.
The break.
Thank you so much for joining us as always. We hope you enjoyed the fight. It was a little unorthodox. It wasn't sort of a straight up fight. A little kiting. Once again, thank you to Talespire for allowing us to have a
Yeah.
battle map this freaking
that's fucking
big.
Yeah.
Like rare that we get to kind of use the space this much.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would have been like, okay, there's this section. All right,
Like
gotta
what I
take that
did for the
away.
Fernogo
Yeah.
Vigotrio, where it was
Yeah.
like 5 levels tall.
Wait, so did we lose any HP?
Well,
Well, you
just
went
the
down.
fear
I
of
went
loss.
down, but yeah,
In
no
the
one else
first
did.
of
Exactly
5
7.
wallops.
Yeah.
It never. I mean, it took everything. It took 3 tree strides, a slow, an
Yeah.
ensnaring
Got
arrow.
very lucky on those tree stride rolls,
I,
too.
by the way, out of special arrows except for like 2 or 3 for undead.
Yeah, we're gonna show up to that fucking
That's
guy
what
and he's gonna be like,
guess.
Cliff gave you a bunch of stuff, right?
What do you got?
Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, Cliff gave you a bunch of stuff, right?
Hold on. We got,
hang on. We must have gotten our wires crossed.
I mean,
'cause
you literally saved both of those.
saved both
Yeah.
Constitution. I wouldn't have been
I
able to do
wouldn't have been
can't
able to do
believe
it.
I
Okay,
used
okay.
the inspiration and still. That's the second time I've used
That's
an
what it's
inspiration
for.
and still
It's
missed.
for using. So
Yeah.
Oh,
It's never wrong to
Lord.
use.
Never,
This
never
does not
passes
help
if
me.
you don't try.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, we're gonna take a break. We'll be right back. We'll catch you on the
Oh,
other
thank you
side.
all so much. Oh
Thank
my
you,
God.
everybody. We'll be back.
don't go anywhere.
Welcome back, everybody.
Oh
we
my
hope you had a nice,
goodness.
peaceful break.
We made
as
it.
we did, as we restored our energies and our breath.
Who'da thunk? Us, still here. Who'da
Not
thought
me.
it?
There's a little
Not
touch
me.
and go.
Not
We
me.
got
Some more
there.
confidence. Confidence is key.
Oh,
There's gonna be
my
a super
God.
cut of Riley going. We gotta go.
No, we
We're
gotta
done.
go.
We gotta
We gotta go. I really thought I killed us all with those first 2 misses, and then the inspiration miss. I thought I killed us all.
That was pretty wild. 3 attacks at a +8. Is that-
+8.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's really bad luck.
that's not good.
No, it's not.
Before we jump back into the Ebwoods,
I got you, BB.
shall we?
Here we go, folks.
Oh.
Jack Rabbit Power gifted away a sub. Ham McGinnis gave out a sub. The Penguin Sky did 500 bits. Chief Leaf gave out a sub. Seth1690 gave out a sub. Jack Rabbit Power with 1,000 bits, and then another 500 bits. Crazy Loach had 500 bits. Jack Rabbit Power gave out a sub. Jack Rabbit Power with another 500 bits. Crazy Loach had 1,000 bits. Jack Rabbit Power gave out 5 community subs. Jeremiah just did 100 bits. Thank you all so very much. I think that's what got us through it.
It could have been. Could have turned out to be.
Dragon, the power to fly. Hey.
Remnants of Kimi. Erica left that behind for us as a good luck. Yeah.
Oh, that was a
Oh,
Yeah, it was
really?
a
I
gift from
didn't know
Kimi.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Erica. Erica, you saved us.
gift. And this is Jay was.
Oh, she got
Yeah, she got me a mushrooms.
Spirit of our guests.
They're all with us.
And then I just saw Crazy Loach do 1,000 more bits.
Oh my
Y'all
goodness.
are insane. Just stay there.
So with Safira's voice echoing out, she's feeling the power coursing through the bow, and sort of deeper into the woods, you can hear shouts, where is everyone? So the shouts of that, as well as the slow, slumping thump of a creature landing at the forest floor, sending up kind of a little breeze that passes through that corridor that was lined up. So you watch Graven and Orba, you watch it fall in the opposite direction.
We don't know what else just hurt us. Come on, let's go meet up with them.
Okay. You're okay?
Make our ways to.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
It's kind of
Is it
100
dead?
150 feet through that corridor.
Yeah, it's dead, mate. It's dead. It's down.
Everyone. We don't know what else is out here or what hurt us. Let's reconvene, make our way back to the horses. Let's go.
I look like shit. I'm pulling myself together.
I'm used to it.
he does look literally plagued, but you guys also have seen it. It's not exactly the same, but you know, you're
I've seen
aware.
it.
We have
you've
seen
got-
it.
Yeah, I was in.
Except for the tree.
Was it in the water in the tree? Like, after we got
I was
long?
in the Vikaporos.
yeah.
Did it
Do you feel alright?
work?
I'm gonna kind of look at my bow.
Yeah?
I think it worked.
Oh, good.
Better
good.
it fucking worked. You alright? I'm gonna kind of physically put my hands on both of them.
Yeah, we're fine.
They're both alright. Everyone's alive.
That was really
Frankly,
well
I'm
done.
shocked.
I
Let's get the fuck out of here, yeah?
sort of guessed that she would be going.
We gotta keep moving. I don't know. You're right. I don't know what the fuck else hurt us. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. Work your way back. First, sort of through the woods that you followed the spirit and the wolf through to come kind of off of the trail that you were already following. You find your way back to that area where the young girl brought you off the path. You trudge now kind of up the beginning of that slope toward the exterior ring of the forest. It's a sweaty slog between the running, the sprinting, the sort of hectic nature of the battle, and now you're sort of moving uphill. You feel the burning in your thighs as you're sort of willing yourself to kind of propel yourself this last little reach up here toward the ring. It seems you spent so little time in the sort of flat expanses of Myriad Meadow, and you long for that flatness as you move up this hill, the uneven ebb woods, the up and down stout hills. It seems like you've spent so much more time in these sort of tumultuous terrains. You reach the collapsed pit trap where you found Ravi. Not yet repaired by its kobold inventors, now it mostly is kind of just serving as a warning to the perils of careless exploration through the woods. As nice as it was to see a friendly face, you're thankful that no more surprises kind of spring forth during this stretch. And when you get to the top of the slope without incident, you dare to even breathe a sigh of relief.
I daren't.
The horses are as you left them. They're a little restless. You can say as soon as they sort of sense you guys coming, there's a little just sort of not knowing if someone was going to return for them. They're tied up still, so they're a little restless, but they calmed a little by the presence of you returning. Otherwise undisturbed. Snorts, gentle stomping of the hooves. You can tell that they're eager to leave this uneasy surroundings here in the Ebwood. So you guys have gotten back to the horses.
I'm gonna put my hood up to hopefully obscure my sort of shitty face to my horse so it doesn't scare it.
Yeah.
So we're just a little bit off of the road here, right? Because we kind of put them on.
Yeah, and currently the horses again don't have saddlebags on them.
Oh.
I'm gonna go up and get the.
Oh, fuck,
The
right.
bags.
Oh, that's what. Okay.
I fucking forgot.
I'll help you.
Thank you.
You mean
I'm gonna
athletics with
start kinda
advantage or acrobatics? Whichever.
Heading down the horse. Do we have like any food that we can give them?
In the saddlebags, yeah, you guys have horse
It's a 10.
feed. 10? Okay. With Graven's help, his sort of strength kind of lifting you up to the first row of branches, you pull yourself up, and all the saddlebags, like Kimi, kind of slung one sort of over each branch. So one at a time, you kind of pull and then drop it down below. Graven catches it, passes it off. So one saddlebag at a time. As you're taking the saddlebags off the branches, give me an investigation check.
Yep. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As you reach up to pull what you believe is one of Erland's saddlebags, you pull it down off of the branch, and a little note kind of flutters free. You catch the note.
Do I notice?
Yeah, you can see it. It's not like heavily obscured up above you. So as soon as she pulled it, a little piece of parchment kind of went loose, and Orba grabbed it. And you see that it's a note written in a hand that you don't recognize. And you start to read. It seems we all have something to learn from the kobolds. They too will, on occasion, hide their valuables in the trees. I should have followed your example, for when I went to change out of my kobold disguise, I found that the little lizards had scavenged my belongings, which included my clothes.
Oh, no.
Rather than travel in costume or in the buff, I have borrowed the fine blue robe that you left behind. I apologize for doing so without your consent, but me riding horseback in the nude is not a sight I would wish on anyone. I've left you a piece of peridot as compensation. More than a fair trade, I would think. Whatever additional value the gemstone has, consider it a thank you for your help with my research. I hope you found what you were looking for. Theokis. And as you unfurl the note and you're starting to read, also curled up in the note is a very small, sort of lime, like yellow-green gemstone. It's not polished, it looks raw, but it's a little piece of gemstone. It's called peridot, yeah, P-R-I-D-O-T.
Would I know if this is used in any magical spellcasting component?
It can be, yeah. Not specifically, but some spellcasting components are just like any gemstone worth a certain amount. It's not big, but it's a piece of a valuable little gemstone that he left behind.
Having been familiar with components, would I know like a range of the value of the item?
Depending on the kind of clarity of it, and given its sort of small size, this could be worth 100, 150 gold.
Okay.
Is the blue one?
I just wrote $sign on my
Safira?
notes.
No, it
It's
is
the
Erland's
fancy one that-
Girallon robe that he bought.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back in like episode 4.
To go to the
To go to the
tasting.
tasting.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Motherfucker.
Um,
I'm gonna kill him.
Not the worst.
Yeah,
So-
that's a proportion.
only Graven saw me?
Only Graven saw you like snatch the note. Yeah.
Okay, playfully, Orba's gonna look down at Graven and just go, shh. Shh. And she'll start coming back down after she's gotten all the belongings.
You've tossed all the bags down.
Do you show it to me, or you roll it back?
How close is Erland?
They're both working with the horses right now. Yeah, kind of petting the horses, getting the saddles, making sure they're.
I'm going into the
tied.
saddlebags and getting some feed. I'm
Okay,
gonna
sure.
kind
Yeah,
of-
Safira's feeding the horses.
Yeah, sure. She's gonna hand it to Graven and just be like, he's never going to notice, just don't bring it up. And she's gonna start getting her horse ready.
Can I go over to the saddlebags then? And
Sure, she tossed yours down.
I'll take the saddlebags and. So I will say that in that one saddlebag, I had literally only my quarterstaff and those clothes.
So he's gonna notice.
Do you take the time to look through your saddlebags?
There's nothing. A quarterstaff sticks out, and then there's nothing in it other than that. I assume. So would I not
but are you
notice
picking
that up?
The bag, the robe is very light, and the bag is
Okay.
structured. So unless you
I
opened
see.
it, you wouldn't.
Yeah,
know.
I want to check both my bags to
Okay.
make sure because I have the Redeer and Burial in the other one.
You check through, and
As
the only,
I'm like putting it on.
the only thing missing is your blue Kira robe.
My robes. Did Kaimi borrow my robes as well?
What? I don't know.
Oh! When I was up there, there was a note from the little kobold man.
Theokis, yes.
Oh,
Yes,
nice.
Theokis. Apparently, the kobolds took away his outfit.
No.
Yeah. But he left payment. So he left
Oh,
behind
that's nice.
a hold on. He left behind a peridot, which is a gemstone, or we'll take it out. Could be useful for like magic components and stuff.
Right. Okay.
Have I ever used?
Again, you can't recall a spell that requires peridot specifically, but certainly there's spells that require a valuable gemstone. You've heard of peridot, yeah.
But I'm sure this is quite more valuable than what you paid for the clothes.
How much is
Almost
Parrot?
definitely, yes.
This is a very valuable stone.
Do you have any use for it as spellcasters?
We could trade for ones that are useful.
I don't have any at the moment, but yes, it is used for spellcasting.
All right, you hang on.
Were the robes more than 100 gold?
I fucking hope not.
No, they
Then,
weren't. No.
Fuck's
made out,
sake.
then we made out well on the deal.
All right.
I like those.
I don't think we're going to be dressing up fancy in
Look,
the
I'm sorry.
mountains.
We can get you more robes somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere else. They make robes elsewhere.
Yes, but I like.
You like that one?
It's
I can
fine.
see being put off by who might be wearing them, but
It's fine.
It is fine. We
Keep
got
the
some nice-
gemstone.
He was a halfling too, so he's like
I
running
know,
with Erland's
sweet
big
sound.
sort of gear all
Aw.
Shit. I'm gonna start to. You know. Now that bag's empty,
Knowing
I'll
that he
start
took
moving
stuff
stuff
from
around.
the other bags, I'm gonna kind of.
Yeah, I think
You guys can rummage
Yeah,
through and
I
make
go
sure.
through.
As far as you can tell, it's the only thing he took.
Motherfucker.
You just needed clothes.
I fucking.
Oh my gosh. Relax.
I'll do a similar. You gave a little feed to all the horses.
Yes.
Yeah, went around, fed the horses.
Well, we could do what we should have done an hour ago
Rest.
and just take
Please.
a little bit
Yes.
of a respite here
Fuck's sake.
before we fully
Please,
go on
if
the
we could
road.
rest, that would be brilliant.
Okay, we are still I'm okay with resting, but we are still in kobold territory, so
Right.
eyes peeled. Okay?
Yeah.
We could even travel for. It's only about 3 or 4 hours probably until we get to the meeting point. We would think.
Maybe just slightly longer than that.
Oh.
5 hours.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's
So-
in the yeah.
We could travel for an hour before we rest if you want.
To get out of hostile territory.
Out of kobold territory.
Sure.
An hour would take you kind of like out of the Epwoods. You'd be just on the edge.
Let's rest at the edge of the Edwards then.
I think that's a
Sounds
brilliant
spectacular.
plan.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, mate.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's okay.
You can hop on the horse.
That's the
I'm gonna
worst thing that
kinda-
happened to you today.
No, I never said as much.
You just seemed more upset about this just now.
I'll tell you, that girl
Then what?
was serious. It was really...
I seemed plenty upset about the Girallon chasing me.
Just to change the subject, you don't want to get hit by that thing. I was really nasty.
How do you feel? Yes.
Oh, it was right awful. I was scared.
Did
the
you die?
absolute
Did you
shit out
see
of me.
the other side?
Oh no. Well, no. I don't. Unless the other side is feeling like you're. I just felt like I was flung out my body, but no. Unless that's the other
It didn't
side.
feel spiritual. Yeah.
In which
it felt
case,
like things rushed.
yeah, no, it did. No.
Wow.
Should be useful.
Never want to run into one of those things again, though.
I
I
feel
suppose
like
it
if
had
we were-
friends. Or actually, I suppose it did.
With our reserves, I think one Girallon would hardly be a test for us.
I agree.
I should probably not lead the way given my appearance.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you look shit.
Yes,
I can-
I'm aware.
Stay
Cheers
outside.
for helping.
I'll eat.
Sorry about your robe. Shall we please? I'm exhausted.
Mount up.
Okay. Start to get on your horses. Erland, don't have my robe. I look like shit.
I know. Grumpy Erland.
Grumpy baby.
You don't have your cold clothes either. You're just
Yeah,
a
you're
naked
no.
boy
Yeah,
by the end of
such a
this.
grumpy.
I'm gonna be riding naked through the fucking mountains at this rate.
Even with the sun just beginning to set, later afternoon, things somehow start to feel a little brighter. You head to east to reconnect with the road to the Rapras, and it doesn't feel brighter sort of physically, but atmospherically, a little bit of weight lifted. With a history of despair so deeply ingrained into the forest, you wonder if the spirits will ever find peace here, or if the ruins of Manasami are an anchor too heavy to allow for time to let the memories fade away. Loosely following the trail markers, now in reverse, the trees become less and less of an obstacle until you're more or less kind of riding in a straight line. The woodland giving way, finally, to the dirt road that stretches perpendicular to the north and south. So you're right up here to the edge of the Epwoods kind of official border. You haven't come out at the exact spot that you entered into, but you get the feeling that you're more or less pretty close. There are no Elatrian heads on spikes to greet you as you sort of entered in exactly where that was. But there are signs of life up ahead. A few hundred feet off in the direction you're headed, so to the north, a small caravan of 2 or 3 wagons is stopped by the side of the road, possibly with the intention of grabbing an early bedtime, given that a few people look to be gathering wood for a fire. Some of the people are very lightly armored, sort of leather trappings, and without any formal colors or uniforms, it doesn't look like much more than either travelers or transporting goods of some kind. You have to imagine that they're coming from the east, the teeming lowlands, or perhaps further toward the coast, because it's unlikely that these wagons would have gotten very far in the mountains, so you're almost sure that they're not coming from the Rapras, because these wagons would not have been able to traverse that kind of terrain. So you see them, and again, they're a little ways off, but you see they're just starting to light a fire, so you see the light of the fire, the sort of silhouettes of the little wagons there along the road.
How many?
3 wagons, it looks like, and maybe 7 or 8 people as far as you can tell.
So do we have to chat to these people, or can we just rest before we get up to them, or what do we do? Pass through? I don't know.
What if we simply sort of set our things here or from a safe distance, not posing any threat, and we just rest for an hour here?
Yeah, I don't think we should go up through, especially not with him looking like absolute crap. So
I agree.
That's not going to change if we rest for an hour.
no, I know, but I'm
At least
saying
we'll
I
be
don't
in
think we
motion.
should. I'm just saying at least we'll be rested
But sure.
in case they really don't like our face.
As far as you can tell, there's no indication that they've heard or seen your presence. Again, a couple 100 feet off, and you guys don't have any light source currently on you, so it's dim, very dim light, so unlikely that they've seen you yet.
Do we see shapes? Can we tell?
Humanoid figures? I mean,
If we knew one of them, would we be able to tell?
you'd have to get closer to see that, given the light and how far they are, yeah.
A brief rest against these trees.
I think that's.
Sure.
Please. Yes.
Hop off the horse.
Take a little spot just off the road, sort of just inside the little tree line there to make sure that you stay roughly out of eyesight unless someone was to come by very closely. And as you guys are taking a breather, you make sure to collectively as a group occasionally kind of cast looks in that direction. Nothing suspicious at all. You watch the fire get lit, starts at a little kind of crackle, gets a little bigger and bigger as they feed a little more dry wood into it. It definitely seems like they are planning on making camp for the night. Yeah, they unhook a couple of the horses and make sure that they're not kind of bearing the load of the yokes there. They have a couple oxen at one of them, so yeah. Anything you guys are doing during this time?
Oh, so many things.
I wonder if those are our friends that we've run into a number of times.
The bounty hunters, yes?
If they've added to their numbers and are heading north for some reason.
Looks, they couldn't have possibly traveled from Navikapur with those.
No way.
Why not?
With the wagons?
With the wagons, you think?
We're along the main road.
Well,
perhaps.
I suppose the main road is a little longer, and they do have caravan, like
Right,
they have carts.
right.
So perhaps not.
They probably didn't take the Stout Hill corridor like you guys
Yeah.
took, but there's another safer route.
Do we want to chat to these people? I'm just.
I say we stay clear of whoever it is,
I agree.
All right.
whether we know them or not.
Unless you guys took a pretty... I mean, you could kind of ride briskly by, but unless you took a pretty wide route, like, they might hear horses riding along the path. But no, I mean, it's possible, but you'd have to make an effort to make sure you're not heard or seen.
As long as we just ride past travelers in the evening.
Well, if they're those bounty hunters that recognize us, they start a conversation every time we go
Well,
by.
why don't we? I have a spyglass. Maybe after we rest, we collect ourselves, see if we can get sight
I'm
of
not
them.
trying to be rude. I don't have the energy for a conversation.
Well, yes, and people just always seem to bring trouble. So
Right.
Also, they didn't seem to like Graven very much last
They
time I saw
don't. They
them.
made fun of you. It was funny.
No, not that. When
Why?
we were doing the they made
That
fun
was
of him.
funny.
That was funny, sure.
Yeah.
But when we fought the skeletons,
Oh.
they seemed to really have
Oh.
something against you.
Oh.
We were all at odds.
They
I was
seemed
in another part of the house. I barely saw Graven.
it seemed like they didn't like him very much. I don't
Right,
know if
that's
that was
right.
me reading into something.
I don't know. Either way, I don't have it in me for another fight
No,
today.
gods, no.
No fighting.
That's why I'm
I
saying.
think
So
we
let's
just-
maybe we just hold back.
Like, what do normal people do when they cross each other on a path?
I don't know. They're not.
Let's
normal
do
people.
that.
Tip the hat.
Wait, you just exactly. You do
Okay.
you do the thing where you suck your lips in and you nod.
Suck your lips in.
No, that. Yes. That's what you do.
I got you.
That's the thing that people do.
I thought you meant
It means I don't want to say anything, but
No, that's
I
sucking your
acknowledge that you
cheeks in.
exist.
Oh. I thought
That's sucking your
that's what
cheeks
she meant.
in and nodding.
It's the.
Okay. I got it. Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Right, it's fine.
Great. Yeah.
Hello. Goodbye.
Normal people
Maybe
stuff.
not a hello.
This isn't right.
We're thinking this. We're overthinking this.
Pretend
I'm
we're
so fucking tired.
Little time passes.
I'm gonna try to. I want to wait for everybody to kind of take a seat and see where they end up before
Okay.
I.
I mean, you
before I
guys
step
all
out.
sit in the vicinity of each other,
Yeah.
unless you're purposely spreading out. I mean,
All right.
hmm?
Never mind.
Okay.
While we're resting, I do feel like it's important to take stock of what we have left.
Oh, fuck's sake, so that
Just
didn't go very well for me. So, those special arrows that I had,
okay.
the ensnaring ones, gone.
Okay.
Goodbye to those.
Okay.
Arrows of death marking. I've got exactly one of those fucking things.
Okay.
I also have a radiance one, which is good for undead as well, but I've only got one.
Okay.
And then I've got the one, it says spiritual vigor, which is for using animus, which
Oh.
I can use with rebound now. But other than that, I'm fucked.
You have one spirit vigor?
Yeah, and yeah,
Okay.
no energy for spells whatsoever at all.
Do you have healing potions, Safira?
I gave you that purple one.
Well, I gave it to him.
I have the purple healing potion.
So
Okay,
no, I've
one.
got nothing. He's got
You
the.
have none?
I've not. No, I've none.
No potions. No.
You have no healing potions?
No.
Oh boy,
I
you
don't.
guys.
We really went through that stash of shite,
We have
quite quickly.
We have stock.
and we're
of
not
it.
even at the place. I'm a bit concerned about that.
Again, I'm
not
really
gonna
hoping
lie.
that there's going to be a town of some kind where Praxis will at least be able to connect us with somebody.
There
But
are
it's my arrow
settlements,
guy.
but there is not a large.
Do we only have one healing potion between the four of us?
no,
No, I thought we
How
had
many
two.
do you have?
Don't tell them.
I'm not.
What? How
What?
do we get to
The
know?
point
We
of
are
this is
going
to
to
take
be-
stock.
Yeah, I'm
I
taking
thought
stock.
we were- Well, you get to head all the inventory.
Um,
Yes.
I suppose. Okay.
I still have the potions of water breathing, the pestifer canisters.
Oh, that could be useful.
I also have a potion of water breathing.
Right.
We
that's
should
good.
have
Do I have
one for each of us.
I think
have two.
one of those
like,
as well.
currently.
Yeah.
I have one more earn charge left for myself and the team. You lost your clothing, so we need to get you more clothing.
I have wool clothing. Yes. I have a blanket.
It's going to be in the mountains. I don't know how cold it's going to get.
You can wear mine
It's gonna get
for
cold.
the time being. It'll be a bit.
It'll snow.
I can
is it quite
handle.
large?
I can handle the cold until we get up into the deep,
Okay.
tall.
Yeah,
And-
until it's like very cold, you can withstand. It
This
wouldn't
is-
be comfortable. But
Yeah.
Is the
isn't
cold
so
light
dire.
walker located in a place where it's going to be too cold?
I imagine so. We'll get more information from Praxis, but that was how it was laid out.
Okay, so it's not dire. We still have some supplies.
Do either of you have any use for a block of incense?
No.
Not particularly.
All right.
Why have you been carrying that around?
I found it on
There's no need to get.
one of the spellcasters.
No, I just mean I've got all this crap. I've got all these keys, and I reach into my bag, and I'm like, I've got 3 keys from Gillian. I've no fucking clue what they go to. Then I've
that-
got an
is-
iron loop randomly with 4 keys. Look, I'm just.
Are any
It's
of
been
those a
jangling in my
giant
bags.
vault in a city that has hundreds of gold in it?
I fucking hope so because I've been carrying them around for ages.
I'm not asking people to get rid of anything. I just.
No, I mean I'd love to get rid of them. I don't know. Oh, and then I've got these 2 from the cave. What the hell
What are you holding up there?
Keys.
Oh, more keys.
I've got so many keys.
Why are those on a separate ring than the other keys?
I've got one on one ring, another on another ring, and then 2 loose.
From the cave. What cave?
I don't even remember. I just have a note that said it was from the cave.
We've been in.
I'm
so
like,
many
there's like a little
caves.
piece of paper on the key that says cave, and that's it.
Throw it in the dirt.
She doesn't have to get rid of her stuff.
You don't know if you could smelt it down, perhaps, the metal?
All right. So we have our inventory.
I just shove the keys back to my bag.
Safira's moving around like a Moroccan. Like,
Oh, okay.
Is that what you're asking about?
Yes,
You want to know
yes.
everything I have?
Yeah, helpful information for
I
our
have
resources. You have a climbing kit?
multiple climbing kits.
Oh, I've got one of those too on
I
one of me
do as
saddlebags.
Jesus.
I think we have 4
Sorry.
of those total, don't we?
Yeah.
Yes, I bought many.
I've got 2
climbing
ropes outside of that as well, so don't worry if we run out. Actually,
still
hang
have
on, I've got
caltrips.
2. How many
you
does that
have
mean we have?
Well, maybe I only
That'd
have
be
one.
doing some climbing when
Then
we're
I only
going.
have 1 then, if
Okay.
you still have 1.
Okay.
While we're looking through stuff, I'm gonna have Grimarius drank him more and turn the page.
it's depressingly empty as you flip by. P216. Just a sad kind of blank, regular parchment, lifeless.
Okay.
Nothing.
I'm sorry.
Right.
So, as we approach Praxis, just a couple of things that I feel like we should just have ready to go.
Okay.
As far as I can tell,
Mm-hmm.
Praxis isn't informed on why we are going after this Cold Light Walker.
Okay.
So, same story as always.
Bounty
Bounty
hunters.
hunters. If
Got it.
if he tips his hat to knowing a little bit more, I'll be the one to,
Let you control the information.
yes.
Well,
Okay,
he knows
please.
that Cliff
Can
is
do.
sending us,
Mouth
right?
closed.
Correct. Cliff has arranged the meetup.
Right.
Right.
So I don't know how Cliff spun his investment in having the Cold Light Walker defeated, but
Okay.
maybe Praxis is a simple, straightforward man and won't ask too many questions.
So just let you do the talking.
In regards to the purpose of the mission,
Yeah. I think that's better.
simple.
Yeah.
I suppose. Yeah, it's something that Cliff wanted dealt with, and
and we're
we
getting paid
were
to do it.
we were the best people for the job that he could find.
That is fine. What is there a history or relation between the Volmalgas and the Elvigos? Do you have any relation to that family?
I don't know.
Does that seem true to me?
Make an insight check.
Wow, you had that one in the barrel.
Does that
man.
seem true to me?
It's been a while.
Dirty 20.
It does seem true.
So, would you prefer to keep your family name, not advertise it?
At this point, I would imagine he might know who I am by sight, so...
But because of
At
your...
this point,
What?
Everywhere I go, I end up finding people who know who I am. I don't know what'll happen.
the how do you pronounce the last name?
Volmalga.
Volmalga. Do they, were they from the same town that you were from?
No. They were from the north, from
The Volmalgas largely live in the Rapras, and the Ilvigos are largely from the Wicks, different mountain range.
my family, more central, Wixa Mountains. Volmalga's northern.
But you don't have any recollection of encountering the Volmalgas?
We all met a Volmalga, albeit maybe not part of the tribe anymore.
Yes, I mean, in your sort of gesturing to the sky,
And I know,
past.
and I know of Carva, but
Carvers.
So,
Yes.
Graven,
Carver.
are you going to be all right when you see him? I have vote
Sure.
of confidence.
When you say we all know of a northern Goliath, who are you referring to?
No, I just meant that the Volmalgas are from the north.
Oh, well, you said.
Carver.
Oh, okay, got you. It's. No,
You've heard of Carver.
Yes.
And the one that the other Volmalga that we've met was the gravekeeper.
Yes, Avalvarius.
Oh, that's right. He was a
Avavarius.
Volmalga.
He
Sort of
was.
disowned.
Yeah. Is there any?
So maybe don't bring him up.
Wonderful.
Oh,
That we
right.
were buddy with him.
I think maybe we just largely leave out details as insofar as possible. I think I know myself to be. I have a particular tendency to sometimes overshare. So maybe I just don't say anything.
Start practicing.
Well,
Silence? Yeah, I should.
well, given how I look at the moment, I know that you're all quite familiar with this, but I should hang back when we're initially meeting with Praxis and keep...
We should let him know, probably, that that's not contagious.
And then it'll
Is
clear
there-
up in the morning.
Because it looks
This goes away in the
contagious.
morning. Yes.
Yes, hopefully. That's
Well,
the plan.
I feel like keeping yourself like weirdly obscured or hidden is going to not go so well. So
Should I not?
no, I want you present. I'm just saying I don't think we can kind of skirt around that.
Maybe we just lead with the fact that he's not dangerous or
fine.
infected with anything. It's
And that we're all truthfully confident that it'll be gone.
Yes.
All right.
Final question about Goliaths and the history of the continent, sir. And Orba's going to pick her words very carefully here. Is there any reason that they should have issues with Southland Goliaths?
No.
None?
The Volmalgas, you're asking?
Yeah.
So,
They'd also be Southland, wouldn't they?
yes, if you're going by that, other guys.
They're also puny Southland Goliaths.
I see. Okay.
Okay, when I say north, the north is like the northeast. That would be
So this is
sort
still
of
not like
northwest.
Northland
This
Goliaths.
isn't true north.
No.
Okay. That's all I wanted.
Oh, okay.
I think I know what you're talking about, and no, there is no.
Okay.
There are no. It's not a rivalry. In any case, like you might think.
I wanted to get out ahead of stuff. Is all. I'm not trying to be nosy.
should we have any kind of explanation prepared if
I
you
didn't
are
even
to-
know about that.
Well, if he
Shrugs.
does the collapsing thing.
Then I
Sorry,
think
but
we-
sometimes you've done the collapsing thing.
We get to it when we get to it.
But we should maybe have an explanation sort of ready for...
The more professional we can all look defending Orba, the better.
And she talks.
Yes.
Now you hold me to that, and you have to not do it too.
Yes, we
'Cause
are-
you're the other one who overshares.
All right.
I'm just
Everyone
saying.
relax.
You talk.
Okay.
We say nothing.
I do. Yeah, I have some ideas. So if Graven wouldn't mind, because he is a Goliath and of this region and he's familiar with the mountains, if he could kind of be Praxis liaison for when I'm not understanding certain things. You're also very comfortable in the mountains. If you want to be in charge of kind of scouting the perimeters as we travel, and you listen and you read people really well.
All right.
Don't
Keep an eye on
lie
him.
about things that aren't. I don't know, just don't do the little lies that you do. Like, I can resurrect animals. I can't resurrect animals. It's a little lie. It's not a big lie, but it's a little lie. It gets us into trouble, no? I'm just saying, if I'm not oversharing, you're not little lying.
Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't use my family name.
I leave that to your judgment.
We'll just leave it out of it for now.
Okay. Great. Ears, eyes, and the
Mouth.
Muscle?
yeah.
Wisdom.
All right.
That I have.
All right.
Brain. Big brain. Graven.
Big brain
Yes.
Give me one of these.
You guys
Idiots and punies, get out of here.
successfully take a short rest.
Amazing.
Give me a little sweet.
And as you guys are,
I forget I only have 2 hit dice.
yep, you can use up as much as you want.
I'm not using them.
As you guys are just sort of, again, discussing Praxis and getting your things together, getting a little bit of your strength back, you keep a careful eye on that caravan, and once again, minimal activity. Some people stand and sit. They sort of walk off into the woods a little ways, come back with some branches to feed the fire. You watch someone set up like a little spit using a few sticks, and it looks like they're roasting a small piece of meat, maybe some small game, something that they found over the fire. So they seem to be very much kind of settled in for the evening, and nobody wanders down the path. Nobody really leaves the campsite to get anything but wood or in general. So
Okay.
Short rest doesn't do anything for exhaustion, does it?
it does not. You feel a little better. I will say the first ability check you make is without disadvantage. You're getting a little
Saving it up. Saving it up.
just get like the little rest. The short rest just gives you a little bit to keep pushing forward, but that's all it grants you.
Who would like to take the spyglass and see if we can get sight on those people?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a look.
Okay. Give me a perception with advantage.
Oh, that is a natural 20.
Fuck yes.
So you concentrate your. It is getting darker and darker. Again, it's not black yet. It's not the dark of night. But you concentrate on the people kind of around the fire. The sort of flames casting off their faces. You try and get a good look at anyone. You not only don't recognize anyone, it's definitely not the bounty hunters. I mean,
Oh,
you
okay,
certainly met them up. You passed them up close on the road several times. It is not any of them. You make sure to check kind of each face as far as best you can see them. Nobody that you recognize. They seem definitely not poor, but like simple.
Okay.
The armor's very simple. The clothing, nobody's wearing anything extravagant. Nobody's wearing anything that isn't like leather. There's no plate. There's no chainmail. No nothing. It seems like some traveling folk, and they
if I
have
look at
some.
the caravan, does it seem like they're carrying like supplies and stuff, or
The wagons they're like covered wagons, so
Covered
it's hard to
wagons?
see,
Okay.
but possibly. Yeah.
is someone on lookout guarding any of those caravans?
Yeah, there's from your count, there's probably like 9 people here.
Okay.
So there's some people at the horses, some at the fire. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm checking this to see if we can rob.
Oh my
Hey.
god.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Very simple.
So good news. Not the bounty hunters. I don't recognize any of them. They
Great.
just seem like, I don't know, simple travelers. I have no idea.
Then
I think we can safely pass by. I just do think you should obscure yourself because
Yeah, I start my
Right, shit.
your hood up.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, yes, good plan.
If they insist on engaging with us, I could offer to sell them mending. You know, it's just as a way to focus their.
I feel like people don't always need something from us.
I don't know. We've had rotten luck before.
I'm just saying that if they insist, I could maybe distract them with
Yeah,
the
we
fact
just
that I could
walk
mend
by
things for
and.
them.
Yes, not a
Look
bad
at
idea.
polite.
Oh!
Keep a polite distance, I suppose.
Yes.
Yes. We are normal people.
Very impressed.
to act, but I
That's good.
We are very normal people. On an adventure.
Feeling a little bit better?
Someone else lead the way.
Okay. Yep. I'm doing the thing. I'm leading the way with this awkward expression on my
Sort
face.
of
Already.
Neutral face. Orban, Graven,
I'll be right
and
behind
Erland
you.
in the back there with his sort of hood drawn. All right. You guys get a little closer. And as you're sort of riding along, it's not much of a road. It's really kind of a dirt path that you're sort of vaguely following. As you get a little closer, you can see some heads start to turn, just hearing the clopping of the horse's hooves, getting closer and closer. Nobody jumps to attention or really reacts. A couple of people that were kind of eating just try to get a look at kind of what's off in the distance. Sort of some elves, humans, tieflings, a mix of people, no kind of one particular group that you can discern. And as you guys are kind of rounding, Safira in the front, one guy that just kind of took a big bite of sort of a gamey meat, kind of looks up. And he watches, as you guys start to move, you're moving kind of just by the caravan at this point, and that man kind of just thinks for a moment. Vern? You headed to Vern?
Hold on one second. Are we?
We are not.
We're not.
That's that coastal northern,
Right.
sort of northwest.
I'm gonna kind of just shake.
Oh, never mind then. I was gonna warn you that it seemed there was some trouble on the road east, but all right then.
What kind of trouble?
Sort of looks around to kind of the people around the park. It's a frightening display of magic. It was two men. Orcish blood looked like, both of them. Lobbing flames, conjuring frosts, bursts of light. Trees were catching fire, the ground was shaking. It was downright terrifying. We rode by quick as we could. Just thought I'd let you know.
You saw this with your own eyes.
It wasn't on the road, a little ways off, but we had clear sight.
Describe the orcs to me.
We didn't get that close. Barely got close enough to see him as orc. Might have been half orc. I wouldn't hold it to me.
Right.
How close?
How close what?
How close were you?
Path wasn't that wide. Probably came within 100 feet at one point. Terrible blaze of fire. Almost spooked the horses.
What did they seem to be doing this for? What was their target?
Each other. They seemed to be fighting.
They were fighting one another?
Sure seemed that way.
You
Family dispute, maybe?
You didn't see the end of it. You moved along.
Oh, no, we didn't stay.
Well, I'm glad that you were able to get out successfully. Was this in the teeming lowlands or just outside of the town?
We took the eastern road. Goes just above the teeming lowlands. Didn't go through.
Got it.
We're coming from Vern, so I thought if you were going to Vern,
Oh,
you'd be passing by. I didn't want you to be unawares.
right. Well, thank you. That's kind.
Yeah.
I'm new to the area. Is that path kind of making its way toward Finlock Forest?
Sure, yeah. If you turn north before you head to Vern,
There's a road that goes up there?
not much of a road, but sort of.
Got it. Well, thank you for the information. Luckily, we're avoiding that area.
Were they horsed?
No. Must have been around midday, so no telling where they are now, where they couldn't tell who emerged the victor, so just didn't want you going that way without a warning, is all.
Right.
Right. Well, thank you. Sounds like a.
You said you saw fire?
Oh, I saw more than just fire.
Could you possibly be a little more specific about some of the effects that you saw?
Well, they was moving their arms, lobbing flames, and as he's saying this, some of the people kind of like just agreeing, sort of a lot of people sort of stricken by that sight. There's one bolts of lightning shooting across the plains.
Suppose you were 100 feet away, but you didn't notice any interesting kind of jewelry or markings on this man.
Would have been hard to see jewelry.
The bolt of...
Something you're looking for?
No, we just like to know, who we might encounter, how powerful they are.
That's fine.
The bolt of lightning, was it in one long stretch of lightning or kind of out in strands?
One of them, shorter fella, he's the one who shot a big bolt of lightning straight across.
Okay.
Right. Sounds like a spot of trouble.
Don't usually see magic in these parts like that.
No, good thing you avoided it. We'll steer clear of it as well.
Any other specific spells? We're a little familiar with it, but not a lot. Any other specific spells you might need to investigate? Okay.
Well, thanks for the heads up.
You didn't see one big fiery like sphere, did you?
There was quite a bit of fire. I don't know that specifically. Maybe.
That's okay. I was just curious.
Okay. Sorry, couldn't be more help.
No, you've been plenty help. Thank you.
I tried to get a look at them as we passed, but like I said, other than being orcs, half orcs maybe, hard to tell.
You were concerned for yourself. You should have been. So, good job.
You're not headed to Vern. Where are you headed? Not much else along this way.
Bounty hunters.
North.
The mountains.
Yes.
That's where the bounties are. Some of them, anyway.
Are there any half-orcs in Vern?
Not permanent residents, not that I know, no. We surely would know someone who's capable of that kind of magic, if that's what you're...
Right.
Right.
Where are you headed?
Taking the long, long road to Musog Quarry.
Oh, wow. It's a long road.
About a quarter of the way there at this point.
Musog Quarry?
Musog Quarry, Qori.
Oh.
It's north of Pachacama. It's on the other coast.
Oh.
It's not on that map.
You're going, oh.
All the way west.
Wow. Well, safe journey for you.
Best of luck, mate. Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah. Every couple of years, gotta make the trip.
Are you merchants, or are you...
Not really a merchant by trade, I would say. Every couple of years, we make the trek to Vern. There's this monastery there. Forked snakes. And then someone kind of leans in. Forked tongue. Forked tongue! That's forked tongue. And the foundations of their training it means nothing to me. They sort of deal with deception, trickery, and whatnot. They place a big order of items from one of our locals who is a tinkerer sorts. Apparently a pretty good one. Maybe the best one not named Racioppo on the continent. So,
Oh, right.
he makes these little trickery devices, and we pack them up, haul them over to Musog Quarry.
You wouldn't happen to... I suppose they placed an order for a specific number, but as bounty hunters, we might find some use for these. You don't sell them, do you?
Wouldn't be able to offload much. That's something that might interest you?
I mean, possibly we can use it,
Yeah.
depending on, who we're hunting. Or what, really.
To be honest with you up front, you'd have to be willing to pay more than they were paying over at the monastery.
Sure.
Otherwise, not really worth it.
Right, that makes sense. Would you mind if we took a look at some of your wares, if that's all right?
Kind of looks around to the men around him, a couple shrugs. Yeah, I think we have extras, so...
Okay, if you've got extras and we can take a look, that'd be brilliant.
All right, and he sort of takes it he has like a stick with a piece of meat, pulls the last piece off, tosses it in the fire. Take a look over here.
All right, cheers, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm
Walks
gonna
over
kind of hop off my horse so that I can, so it's a little less threatening as well.
He walks over to the back of one of those covered wagons and he kind of pulls a chest kind of up to the back lip of the wagon and he opens it up. And there's a number of sort of small trinkets inside. And going down the line, he sort of points at a few different ones and starts to explain. These are smoke sticks.
Oh, right.
Those, you break them and you throw them. Makes a nice big plume of smoke. Obscures vision, makes it hard to see.
Okay.
We've got these. He points to these kind of translucent, sort of almost quartz, but in kind of a ball shape, like a translucent stone of some kind. These are thunderstones. You throw it hard at something, and it cracks and makes a nice big boom.
Oh,
Knocks
right.
people back. Makes a loud sound.
That's nice.
And these, he takes up like a little sort of pouch that as he picks it up, it sags a little bit. Looks like there's like kind of a heavy kind of dust or something inside. These are sneezing dust, which can apparently incapacitate people around you when thrown.
These little tubes, he picks up like a little tube that has like a little top on it, and he just pulls it off very carefully, and it looks like there's a little, almost like a paste inside. And you just call this universal solvent. It sort of dissolves goos, stucks, anything you're stuck in, it'll dissolve. Sort of anything you like. Puts the little top back on.
Like, so he means like it'll like unstick you?
Yes, if you're stuck in something or to something, it can it dissolves the goo.
Goo be gone.
And then he takes kind of what looks like a potion bottle. It's a little stouter. It's a little shorter and more bulbous, and he takes it out. This is oil of slipperiness. And you apply the oil, and for a time, it'll make you very difficult to grab hold of. Very loose.
Oh, that's interesting.
Places above.
Might be good for you.
Do I see in his wares any earrings?
No.
That,
No
like
jewelry.
that maybe perhaps the earrings do something that I don't know about?
He has no jewelry at all in the trunk. It's all trinkets. It's like little devices and trinkets. And
No healing potions.
nothing of that sort. Sorry. It's not what they placed the order for.
Right. What do you think?
So that was what, 5 things in total?
Yep. Smoke sticks, thunderstones, dusts of sneezing, universal solvents, and oils of slipperiness.
Should we kind of go down the line of what you would anticipate a fair price for any of these items?
Alright.
They're all intriguing.
Give me a persuasion check.
She says with a little smile on her face.
Very coquettishly.
Yeah. Persuasion 13.
13. You give him a warm smile and he sort of looks. I know we've got a few extras. So if unless you're placing a big order, we'll sell it to you at the same price.
Oh, that's great.
That sound fair to everybody?
Sure.
Sure.
Thank you.
Smoke sticks go for 10 apiece.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Thunderstones 20.
Okay.
Universal solvent is 120. 5 uses. Has 5 ounces in it. It takes about an ounce to get yourself free of something.
Right.
Dust of sneezing, 210. And the oil of slipperiness, 240.
Sorry, 1 package of sneezing dust, 210 gold.
That's right.
But
Wow.
that gets many uses, I imagine.
Oh no. Just the one.
How much for oil and slipperiness, sorry?
240.
So that sneezing dust, when you say it incapacitates, wouldn't it incapacitate you if it's inhaled?
If you're not careful.
Right.
But if you need to get yourself out of a sticky situation, not much better than that.
I suppose.
Are we talking about incapacitating, like disorienting, or like what else?
Like disorient.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just saying,
Like-
sneezing doesn't seem very serious.
I think it's more serious than you think.
It seems
Not
it.
killing nobody.
Right.
Right.
But it's more intimidating than the name kind of implies.
Well, you had a sneezing fit so bad it knocked you on your ass.
I suppose that would be unpleasant. I like the smoke sticks quite a bit. You said those were 10 gold apiece.
That's right.
Oh, if we wanted to get 5, 1 for each of us, would that be alright?
Well, there's 4.
Sort of looks around.
Sorry, 4 for each.
You buying one for me?
No, but perhaps an extra. So 4 or 5, 50 gold. Is that alright?
I think I could
Would you
swing
want 5? You think? Okay, let's do 5 of those. If that's what, and I'll give him 50 gold.
that. Sort of counts them out. They're in like little kind of a nook in the trunk there. He takes 5.
50.
And just be careful.
Excuse me.
As soon as they break, smoke starts coming. So just be careful with the sticks.
Oh, right. If you inhale it, does it hurt or anything?
Not harmful.
Right.
Hands over the
Thank you. What else do we want?
2 thunderstones and the sneezing dust.
All right.
I can help you pay for the sneezing dust if you like.
That's 250.
total,
Yep.
right?
Do you want me to split
Takes
that
2 of the thunderstones carefully out.
I'll hang on to it for now.
All right.
Now,
See our
these,
next
unlike
expense.
he's holding up the thunderstones, these, unlike the smoke sticks, they're a little hardier. You do have to throw them against something hard or hit it with something hard. It won't break if you throw it against soil or something.
And what kind of a radius is this thunderstone?
Makes a pretty big boom.
So, if I used this, I would want to
Noise is very loud.
Stick up my own ears.
Yep, noise is very loud for a big radius, and then it makes a bit of a pop
that'll knock stuff back smaller radius, not as far.
5-10 feet.
Is that something you don't want to trigger being right next to it?
I imagine no.
Trigger from a distance.
I wouldn't want to hit it with a hammer right
Yeah.
in front of me.
I think the point
Unless you
is
needed to get out of a sticky spot.
the slippery stuff. I like that for you. What do you think? Do you like that?
I unfortunately can't afford it.
No, I'm saying I'd buy it for you. Do you want it?
Sure.
I think it.
How much of it should we get?
Little just
There's only
once.
one. I think it's 240 gold.
Oh, right. Should we get one of those?
Sure. And 2 more thunderstones.
All right, I can swing that. Hands out 2 more thunderstones. Hands over an oil of slipperiness for 240 gold.
Jesus.
Guys.
Hey, listen.
Hey, we need all fucking
Listen.
Yeah.
Listen.
These guys found you guys at the right time.
Yeah,
You're
they
like,
really did.
please.
They really did. Down to 42 gold. Spicy.
I'm pleased with the amount that we got. I would like to hold on to our remaining money for healing potions, possibly.
Yeah,
later
for
down the
sure.
line.
Well, this has been really useful. Thank you.
Could you use any mending?
Not that I know.
Just thought I'd offer.
Now that we have a business relationship, kind of looks around for a moment. You looking for an orc that does magic? Seemed awfully interested.
No, not looking for one so much. Just heard of one. I think he's making a name for himself if he's going around casting fires like that.
Alright.
I would say, as you've seen, he is incredibly dangerous.
Both of them.
Right. If you were to track them, how could you get information to us?
You mean if I was to see him again?
Yes.
I don't know. How can I get information? I could send a letter.
I might have ways of communicating over long distances. What is your name?
EOS. Just EOS.
I'm gonna hold out 10 gold.
Okay.
If I reach out to you, I would hope that you would be forthright with whatever you've learned.
Reaches out, takes it. I don't mind that. Like I said, I didn't know.
It's so much.
If you learn anything, or if you hear of anything, I may check in with you.
I hope you'll return the kindness, and if you see them on the road back to Vern, maybe give me a heads up, because we will be coming back.
If I can, if I learn anything.
Right.
Alright. Sort of looks at the gold in his hand. You know, the shorter one, smaller than the other orc fella, seemed like one of his front teeth was a lot shorter than the other. Seemed unusual for an orc.
That does seem unusual.
It's a good distinguishing characteristic to look out for. Thank you.
Of course, I wonder if both of them walked away from that encounter.
I wonder that
May not
myself.
have done, but may not have done.
You didn't happen to notice if any had facial hair, did you?
Yeah, I think they both had a bit of facial hair.
Would
A
you
little
mind
different.
describing it?
One of them had kind of thin black facial hair.
That was the taller one?
No, that was the shorter one.
Okay.
And the bigger one had not as much, just sort of down the sides of the face. Not like a beard or a mustache.
Okay.
But the shorter one, yeah, thin black, sort of chin strap, little thin mustache.
They were both black in the hair, or?
Other one might have been brown. It wasn't as dark. The bigger one might have been brown.
Okay.
It was daytime, so I could tell a little bit, but like I said, I wasn't close.
Okay.
What did they wear?
One of them was, the bigger one was sort of a beefy fella, stocky. Had kind of he had a hat. He had a hat atop his head, like a flat cap. And hard to tell other than that. The other one had a kind of robe. Simple robe.
Does the short tooth thing ring any bells with me?
Does it ring any bells?
Does it remind me of the portrait of Josco that I saw?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Josco very notably had tusks of different lengths.
Oh my god.
Use the shorter one.
And does the other description look at all like the half-orc from the portrait in the Nket camp? We found it was a picture of Grimari with a half-orc,
Yep,
right?
not from
That-
what he's
that guy
telling
was
you.
blonde.
That guy, oh, right, that guy was notably blonde.
Not from what
He
he's
was
telling
blonde.
you.
Yeah, that's
I thought the same thing, but then I
Yeah, but
remembered he was
he had
blonde.
fancy.
Yeah.
Oh, he said the shorter guy had the nice robes.
He didn't say nice. He said he was wearing a robe.
Robes,
Yes.
okay.
And the other guy was wearing just regular clothes and a flat cap.
The short one was Josco was wearing a robe.
He said the shorter one was wearing a robe. Sorry.
So which one?
So who's the other guy, Matt?
I hope that helps.
It does. Very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, we should be heading on our way, I think.
We'll try to warn you, like you did us.
I'd
Well
appreciate it.
appreciated. Safe journeys.
You as well.
I'm gonna go back to my horse and start mounting up.
He returns to the fire and sort of he's got
He's
the
got
money. He's got
so
like a
much
ton of money in his
money.
hand, and he walks kind of over, and you can see the people turn with a couple like raised, expectant eyebrows, and he shouldn't be giving this to you. Kind of counts out, he's like splitting up the gold a little
good
bit,
guy,
so he's
good
not sort
guy.
of taking all of it. But yeah, you can see.
I
it.
like this guy.
All right, so yeah, he returns to the fire there.
We're just gonna start riding.
Yep.
You guys continue on a little bit.
Graven,
Yeah.
Yes.
was he just describing the scene that I am picturing right now?
I think so.
Was that
What?
Josco?
The scene. What scene?
One of them, I imagine, was Josco.
Yes, I assumed as
Yes.
much from the tooth.
The other
We think is the other one of
has the other half of this.
What scene are you talking about?
you. She means she's picturing Josco fighting
No,
the other cleric.
Yes.
You saw something? Or
No,
Oh.
she's
She's
just
Oh, I
saying
thought
she's
you had a vision.
imagining it in her
Oh,
head.
oh.
She's picturing it with my imagination.
Oh, I thought you had a vision.
No.
Oh, that'd be great if you could have visions, but I don't think so far you've.
So you believe this other half-orc is the other cleric? What is he doing fighting Josco?
He's on his way to Finlock Forest.
Or what is it?
Where's Josco? What does Josco have to do with this?
I don't know.
He knows that this is mixed up with. I don't know. I've attempted sending once. It did
Better.
not go well. If I'm careful, I may be able to do it again.
When did you try sending?
You would have known if it had gone, if it had worked.
I felt nothing when I was
Nope, you never even got the impression something was coming through.
Nothing. When did you try?
One of the nights you were gone.
Nothing.
Yeah, it was last night.
Last night.
Oh, that was last night.
I know, God.
Um,
I may be able to try to reach out to Josco.
I was gonna say, maybe
Does this-
get a message to him, because I suppose we have to hope that he's the one that made it out of that battle.
do you think you would feel anything?
If the
If
other one
another
went down, could you
cleric had
feel
fallen?
it?
I have no idea.
Did
It's
they?
not like that
I've
little
never
necklace
had a-
would regrow, would it?
I've never had a connection with
Josco.
even Asvolder, who knew that there were other clerics. He has no way of telling.
Josco's a retired operative at this point, yes? Could they call him back to action to protect?
Maybe he was.
Josco may have been retired, but he also seems to be a man of principle, and he seems to have at least gotten bored enough to design himself a tiny castle. So I don't know.
Right,
Shit
but
was making its way to his home. I'm sure he set out to either learn more or help Jillian, and he stumbled upon.
Oh, goodness. Do we need to? No, we can't. Goliath, we can't travel to Finlock Forest now.
No, not now.
No.
We're not
at
ready to
least-
go there.
We are at least meeting with Praxis at
very least.
Please try to send a message to Josco.
As soon as I can.
Okay.
If this other cleric reaches the beast before you, what does that mean for you?
Well, here's the thing. If the other cleric reaches the chimera before he does, he's got to kill it. This guy may be powerful, but he's traveling alone, and he's certainly got at least one enemy, which is Josco on his tail.
Graven.
He's not in a good enough position to be willing to kill this, to be able to kill this thing on his own. So maybe what we want is for him to try, get caught and die.
With the entire power of
This-
Kuzni behind him?
The spells.
Well, not the entire power.
The spells
He's
that
got
he
at
was
least some of
describing,
it.
Graven. The spells. You are familiar with the gifts that you are given.
I imagine he was casting fireball.
You think he's
Flaming hands. A number of fire and... Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're answering
were
my
you doing?
question. I was trying to deduce how developed he is at this point. It's been a week.
At least as powerful as me, if not more.
How long ago did you get this assignment from your god? It's been a long time, right?
Years.
Yeah. You think this guy's gonna accomplish it in what, a month? He won't. I promise
He
you
is
that.
already much farther along than I
That
ever
doesn't
was.
mean anything. He's alone.
It means something.
What about Graven? Is there a way, along with maybe trying to get in touch with Josco, Pockets? Would he benefit from this knowledge at all? I know he's on the Samicha, but
I don't... Because he's on the Samicha, I don't think there's anything that he could do.
okay.
I
Well,
think the most important message to send is to Josco.
Again, this is assuming I can send it all. It
Yeah,
didn't
but-
work at all last time.
I know, but you can try.
I can.
We should keep moving. Don't want to be late. Praxis.
Josco.
I hope
Sure,
he's alright.
right. Capable. Very capable.
let's go.
The road ahead is clear enough at this point. You can see the Ropras in the distance. Silhouette of the mountains against the sky. It's very misleading, as mountains often are, how flat they seem to lie on the horizon, but quickly growing more and more pronounced. Currently, all is very calm. The only noises are that of the hooves and some creaking leather whenever anyone adjusts in their saddle, or creaking. You ride past the point that was foretold by one of Cliff's advocates when the supplies were delivered. The primary route kind of breaks east, begins to circle the elevation rather than forging through it. But as instructed, you maintain a steady course. You leave the meager dirt road behind in favor of a non-existent path that takes you closer and closer and closer to the looming peaks beyond. An arched rock formation comes into view that sits at the base of where a winding trail starts to snake its way into the mountains. A few boulders perched atop it that block out sections of the light behind it, the illumination from a hazy evening sky. It's not much to look at, but it does spark an immediate sense of relief or elation that this landmark is right where it's supposed to be. You didn't have to go hunting for it. Sitting beside the boulders, 2 legs dangling off the edge, is a large humanoid figure, very thick forearms, at least 2 layers of animal pelts draped over their shoulders. A smooth head reflects a bit of the moonlight, but not as much as the blade that rests just to his left, leaning up against a rock. It's these sort of 2 interlocking crescents. It's like a deer horn knife. It's meant to be wielded with 2 hands. One large curved blade, and you hold the handle on the other side. So you can see the feet, not like kicking, but just gently kind of moving back and forth as they dangle off the edge. So as you guys get closer, I mean, that's probably 20 feet up in the air, maybe even a little less. It's not a huge sort of rock arch that's here. So right now it's about 100 feet off. You're just sort of seeing his little silhouette there. So you guys are approaching at this moment.
Is it pitch black now?
It's not pitch black, but it's solidly evening. It's like 7:30-ish.
Graven, would you like to light a light source?
I'll light my shield. bright white.
Light kind of goes out. And immediately as you do that, you see the feet kind of just get still, and then the silhouette sits up a little bit, looks out into the distance. So you guys have just a moment here before you get close enough to...
Brain, eyes, ears.
Brain. Oh, okay.
I'm not saying anything.
You can say hello.
Yes.
I'll say hello.
You guys get a little closer. And as soon as you get within maybe 50 feet, a little bit less, you watch as he takes the blade next to him, scoots forward, and lands on the ground kind of there. He picks himself up, straightens up. You see the kind of grayish skin that's just slightly illuminated in the light. Goliath skin. Some tattoos that kind of snake up the back of his head and come up over the top. Almost like, it's not like hair, but it's like sort of little strands that come up over the back of his neck. You must be the ones looking for the grief beacon.
That is us.
You're later than I was expecting.
Still within the window, though, no?
That's right. You ready to go?
We will be requiring a rest soon. I trust your judgment of these mountains. Find us something within the next 3 hours.
You're not ready to press on now. You need a rest, is what you're saying.
It would be preferred, yes. We won't be much use.
Then we rest here.
Okay.
That's fine.
You
Right.
are the wizard, then.
That is me. Praxis?
That's right. Cliff doesn't tell me much about your mission, and I don't want to know. No Goliath is going to be upset if you rid the mountains of one of these creatures. And if you fail, well, things will be just the same as they were. Takes a couple steps away, and he reaches kind of into a bush and pulls out a big backpack. And he pulls up over his shoulder, and he turns around. No fires.
Okay.
Takes a few steps away, and he kind of plops the bag down. He looks like he takes out a few things. Maybe he's taking out a bedroll. Sort of simply, very just calmly, methodically taking out the roll, spreading it thin, takes off one of the pelts, starts to lay it over the bedroll. So he's maybe 30 feet away from you guys. Here.
As we set up, Cliff wasn't sure of the exact location of the creature. What is your timeline?
I'm going to take you through Osrin's Pass. Osrin, O-Z-R-Y-N. It's a relatively low elevation trail that gets us to the center north range of the Ropras. That should take us to the end of tomorrow. From there we start to climb. And there are a few options that we will consider depending on where the weather conditions and scouting reports that I receive. The walker was last spotted in the eastern Sky Bowl. It's a large, flat area that connects two of the peaks. If we're lucky, it will still be there. If it is, the light shines and will be visible from miles away, which would make it very easy to track. That is where we're headed.
Understood. Will we be passing by any small settlements?
He kind of looks up at this. You came unprepared.
No, we did not. Just trying to understand what we have ahead of us.
There is a small village, perhaps an hour or so, off of Osrin's. All told, it might take 4 hours to get there, barter for goods, and come back, if that's what you're implying.
They wouldn't have anything of magical significance there?
Magical in what way?
Healing potions,
They
special
might.
arrows? I'll consider it. I'd like to sleep on it.
Those 4 hours would give the walker more time to wander into a less advantageous area. But better that than to be not ready, I suppose. He kind of gives everyone kind of a meaningful look on that. I leave that decision to you.
Understood.
Are you merely leading us to our quarry, or are you planning on joining us in our fray?
I am not paid to hunt the creature, only to bring you to it. We track the beast, we get sight of it, and then I leave you be. The horses,
Sort of nods at your guys' horses.
will be fine through Osrin's Pass, but before we ascend, we'll be handing off the reins to one of my kin. Cliff has paid for her to escort the steeds to whichever end of the Ropras is convenient for you, wherever you plan on leaving from. Also, if you die, she gets to keep them.
Or enough.
Any other questions, team?
Perhaps not at the moment.
Don't think so.
Starts to
Suggest we
land.
take some rations?
Yeah, I am starving.
I'm all right.
He immediately kind of
Lies in the bedroll and he rolls over the other
I'm
side.
gonna eat a ration.
I'll take first watch.
I'll take second.
Take the warm clothes out of the saddlebag and just toss them over to
Yeah, I'm gonna start getting in my warm
Yeah, is it
clothes.
chilly?
It's not like it's brisk, but it's, I mean, as long as you guys are, from what he said, Osrin's Pass, sort of a lowland pass, it should be okay through there. And then when he said when you start to ascend, it will probably get cold very, very quickly. But for now, just kind of brisk, not prohibitively cold.
Rest up.
Yeah.
much needed.
Fuck's sake.
Good night.
Quiet, somber gathering of
Yeah.
I'll
supplies.
sort of make a little seat on where he was actually.
Up at the top.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
sure.
sit
Up at the top of the
beside
little
him.
arch thing.
You slip and fall.
You wake up to broken neck Erland.
Oh my god.
I'll relieve you. I'll take second.
All right.
Okay, I can take that.
I'll be last.
Great.
Everybody roll perception checks.
Oh.
Oh shit.
10.
6.
18.
12.
And you were first.
I'm first.
And Graven was second. So after the first couple watches, time kind of moving by, darkening.
I'd like to do something on my watch.
Sure.
I don't want to wake Graven up, but...
You may.
Oh no, I mean if there's
No,
okay.
please. I mean the night continues to
When
darken.
when I wake up Graven, I sort of go down and give him a shake. Your watch. Nothing so far. Quiet, very quiet. Praxis is kind of far away, right?
20 feet.
20 feet. Come with me for a moment. I'm gonna lead him up to the sit at the top thing there.
Take a look over there, sleeping brethren.
It's not quite a climb. It's just kind of
Yeah.
a little sort of sloped walk up the top of that little arch there.
I want to speak candidly with you, Goliath, without Orba overhearing. I'd like to tell you something that I think may protect her, but would indeed be a favor to me.
Wow. I can't possibly imagine what you're about to say next.
I was truthful. I was trapped in a landslide in the mines. That is true. And Ortiz was someone I trained with for a long time. There is a chance that I will not have to return to Atonement's End.
Will that chance mean that you have to leave her again?
No. The reason I left is because Ortiz believes he has found something that could perhaps free me from Atonement's End, and perhaps many others. I think it's unlikely that it would destroy the entire institution, but there is a long shot that it would free me. Orba cares a great deal about me, and will risk her life for me, if she knows this.
You think that she could learn something that would take her off her own path?
I want you to be on alert for Mr. Progston. That's the only lead I have. That is all truthful. I'm just letting you know the stakes are slightly higher than what I told the group. Mr. Progston may be the person who caused me to be at Atonement's End in the first place. I'm not sure. It's a hunch.
Other than yourself.
Other than myself. Atonement's End. The 7%, you know this.
Vaguely, it's an important number, I know
yes,
that.
7% of recruits are, Erland laughs, rehabilitated.
And the
let
rest die.
Or remain, yes, die. Sometimes in combat, sometimes on missions, sometimes simply from wear and tear of training. I don't know how much longer I have left, given gesturing at my appearance. But I would like to not die within those walls. I did, yes, err on my own accord, but I was set up by Atonement's End. I believe I was set up by Atonement's End. I, at this point, based on the information Ortiz has given me, was set up by Atonement's End as a recruit likely to succeed. Does that make sense?
Someone set you up so that they could succeed, and not you. What are you saying?
The recruits to Atonement's End weren't as successful as they wanted them to be.
Right.
In order to keep that number at 7%, in order to keep the rate of success, they needed to hire better, smarter, stronger recruits.
And you were one of them.
I believe so.
So doesn't that mean that Progston's on your side? He
No.
wants you to succeed.
The only information I have is that a Mr. Progston was assisting the our advocates, our trainers. Mr. Progston was someone from the outside. I don't. Fine. All right. No, listen. No. I know. I need help. I need help in tracking this down. They are shipping artisan candles from Atonement's End.
Okay.
I believe these are... I don't know what these artisan candles mean, but they're suspicious. There are no candle makers at Atonement's End. This is not... Okay, all right. Atonement's End trades with other people to get supplies. Ortiz had a receipt of all the trades that had been occurring. Many were usual things. Rations, tools, weapons. A strange amount of candles are being shipped out from Atonement's End. I believe they are not candles. I believe they are something else. I believe
Candles, something you could easily hide something in.
Exactly. And I believe Mr. Progston is the only lead we have on this. It's the only name we have. That and artisan candles.
I'm sorry, you're telling me this so that...
I'm telling you this so that if you
die,
see... No. So that if you see artisan candles, if you run into Mr. Progston, I'm just trying to give you all the information I have because we don't have much.
All right.
And I'm not telling Orba that there is a chance that this could happen because I fear that she will risk her life for it.
Her path is quite clear right now.
I know. She doesn't know that.
I think she does.
She cares for others more than she cares for herself. You know that.
It's not about that. I just mean...
I don't want her to get a lead that takes her off of her path. What she is doing is more important than rescuing some half-elf from some monastery.
Yes.
I understand that. You understand that.
Go ahead.
I don't know if she understands that.
Fine.
Tell Safira if you get a chance.
I will keep my ears to the ground on this.
Thank you.
But, and It sounds like you and I are on the same page with this, but I need you to stay with her.
I will. I thought it was only going to be an hour, and Ortiz unfortunately wouldn't let me keep the box of candles that he had.
Care. What I'm saying is, this is in the past.
I know. I know. I know.
And my path is becoming less and less clear. What I am literally physically capable of, or not.
I understand that.
Listen to me, listen. Every step I managed to take away from him, I find myself closer to other divine forces. And while I cannot fully grasp what that will entail, it does not bode well for a close relationship with Orba. And so, there may come a time when I cannot help her. I need you to stay.
Then I need my freedom. I'm useful as long as there's a contract, unless I have my freedom.
All right. We will work on that when we can.
Agreed. This is a good vantage point.
Seems as though.
Thank you, Goliath. And I'll, pat him on the shoulder as I climb down.
As you climb down, you start to head back to where the others are sleeping. Praxis is already sitting up. Sort of. He didn't look like he was, waiting for you or listening or anything, but he's sitting up, sort of stretching a little bit. I'll take the watch from here.
Oh, our Goliath friend has the watch currently. He's sitting up where we saw you.
Fine. I don't need the rest. I've been waiting.
Did it seem like he was close enough to overhear that conversation?
No, not without some...
Did that seem passive aggressive?
Insight check for passive aggressive.
Yeah.
All right, well, he's sitting there, taking watch.
Fine.
Thank you. I'll find a little spot. I'll lie down.
I'm not with him at the moment, am I?
Kind of looking off,
Yeah.
but as Erland kind of walked back, you give a glance back, and you sort of...
I see that he's just sitting there.
It's so creepy.
Feel free to rest.
I did.
We were waylaid a number of times.
Fine.
Oh my god! Stop.
And that's where we're going to end for today.
Oh my In an awkward silence.
Oh my god. It's father and son sitting in silence.
How old is he?
Like your
Not
age.
to be bad.
Okay, that's what I
Maybe even a
Not
little
old
younger.
enough to be
Maybe a little
bad.
younger than you.
But with dad energy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
my
if
God.
probably maybe 5 to 10 years younger than you. But yeah, the middle late.
Oh no.
That is where we're going to end. And when we wake up in the morning at the base of the Roper Mountains, we will head into the mountains
Oh.
Baby.
for the official kind of first leg toward the Cold Light Walker.
Oh my
Goodness
goodness.
me.
Praxis is about to take you to your first target.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That is where we're going to end.
We gotta rest.
You
Yeah.
got
Yay!
Finally,
Praxis
finally.
wasn't happy about it, but
Yes.
I mean,
Bud.
we should have beat the shit
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
nothing on us. It's
Okay.
not that we
No,
don't
he
have
looked bad.
anything.
He was like, all right.
he was like, "You guys ready?" And you were like,
We could go.
How?
We're like
How far
ready
is
adjacent.
How strong are these fucking things? They're not bad.
It's not that bad, right?
When we wake up, Erland will be no longer exhausted.
Oh! I feel like rolling one dice.
Yeah, what does it feel like?
Oh my god.
So after a thrilling Girallon combat,
God.
some potentially troubling news from the east. A couple of half-orcs of a magical persuasion.
Wizard battle!
And then Praxis Vomaga, he was waiting dutifully as Cliff instructed for you to arrive.
Dutifully is that's an adverb I wouldn't use.
Only dutifully, I would say. With no
Oh, okay.
stank on it.
That is where we'll pick it up next week. Thank you guys all so much. Please, if you wish to.
Okay, so before people trickle on out, I just put a link to the Discord in there. If you wanted to go into the Discord, there's going to be a new thing set up as soon as we go offline. That's for like spoiler city, talk about this episode, mega thread kind of thing. Feel free to go and check it out.
Tell us what you think the battling orcs were up to. Tell us
my
what
gosh.
you think Praxis is doing being a weirdo staring at Graven in the night.
Oh my god. Tell us what you think.
stare at you while you sleep.
The first person
Why did you sound like Will Arnett?
died then.
It just
All right, here we go. Ecor Dawn gave out 5 community subs. Capybara Dragon rated us. I'm so sorry I didn't see that. It was when we were shopping, and
That's really important.
really,
really am hard.
but thank you very, very much.
you.
I hope you enjoyed it. Crazy Locha gifted 100 bits. Gave 100 bits. Ali Slayer did 20 bits. Jack Robert Power did 1,500 bits. Crazy Locha did 1,000 bits. Jeremiah did 100 bits, and Ali Slayer just did 100 bits.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
What a blast. So good to be back. Hopefully with limited interruption going forward. So thrilled. We have a lot of great stuff coming up. Some Ropera Mountains adventures.
So many foodies.
And it's only going to get better from there. We got the Roperas and then who knows?
And then
And then some Finlock Forest, perhaps?
probably.
You're getting close. You're not that far from the old Finland.
And I said pockets. That was like 2 weeks, right? It was.
Yeah, was that what the timeline?
I think it was.
It's been like a day since you've seen it.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
3.
It's been like 3 days.
I just realized that the green on this is like.
Oh, it's all.
It's
yeah,
like-
why is that?
Oh my
because
gosh,
of the
it's
green
getting
screen.
keyed out.
Because the
There's
key,
no green
yeah.
screen.
We don't
There's
have
no
green
green
screen
screen.
keyed out.
Why is it getting keyed?
You must because.
Oh wait, yes we do. We do. Not important, but we do have.
Oh, is that your fault?
No, we cut out.
Where
We
did
made
it
it easier for certain things to come through. What? Yeah. I'll explain. We definitely did that. Remember, we made little green boxes.
Oh, not on this one.
Not on that.
This is the actual
Why is
color.
it on the camera? That makes
Hilarious.
no fucking sense.
Oh!
It's Erica's,
Right in the middle.
It's Erica's magic color. Yeah.
I'm so confused. Why do we do that? Makes no sense.
Weird.
He's magic. What do you want? He's
Yeah.
magic guy.
Yeah.
You broke OBS.
This.
No.
Oh!
Why is
Oh,
there
this
no
is actually a
key?
green D20.
Yeah, I told you.
I'm like mad.
Look into the
This makes no
old.
sense. Okay, fine.
Not all accounted for.
And now.
Yeah, now. Wait, so are the gold numbers show? I'm sorry, you guys can go. We're just
You guys can leave.
Yeah,
We're just
we'll
playing now.
put it in studio mode. We'll
See
play
the
with it
numbers
for a
on it.
while.
Look at
15 people already left. They were like,
Sorry,
no, we
guys,
get
you
it.
gotta stop.
Guys,
Bye.
see you next week, same time, Sunday. Have an awesome week.
Yes.
We'll see you next week for Halloween.
Halloween.
A Halloween episode.
Halloween.
Halloween
No, it's
Eve.
not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not
Halloween.
Eve, but
Halloween.
Halloween.
But we will see you then. Have a great week.
Yay.
Check us out on the Discord. Say hi. We love you guys so much. Great to be back.
Wow,
See you later, everybody.